flag was still there. Oh, say does that star spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free, where the home burns down.
Suns trying to end their three-game skid and sweep the Jazz this season, coming off a win over Golden State for the Jazz on Wednesday. Collier at point guard now. Kessler,
he's a certain.
Big, so Suns have to be careful again against this team. Keontae George, their young
get away with
guard,
those types of things, and
nobody. You don't want to forget about him. He has.
I know, but you can get away with those type of things when you're certain.
But this guy can go 40 on him.
You know.
When they put him in the lineup, and I'm told he will be in the lineup tonight. Hornito's shot worth taking. The Hornets reunion here in Phoenix.
Welcome to Suns Valley Podcast. Gabe's muted. Welcome to Suns Valley Podcast. Brought to you by an awful trade deadline.
Double up.
You know the crazy part about the trade deadline is it's not the fact that we got rid of Nurk, right? That's enough to celebrate. But what made everything worse is everything else. The news about Katie's upset because they tried to shop.
Yeah.
And now the report's coming out that Katie's gone at the end of the season.
I mean, that just two things. That's what people want. And, like, that's what's good for everyone else. Also, that drives clicks.
Mm-hmm.
Every team can now make videos. We know this because we do that shit. Every team can make videos now saying, KD to the Grizzlies! And then people will click it and be like, oh, this would be so dope. I can't wait for this. That's all it is. There's that. I mean, I do think he's a little upset, but at the same time, winning changes everything. If the Suns can actually start winning, we're 4 games out of the 6th seed. A 6th seed would feel like a warm waterfall shower in the wilderness after being lost for months. Okay?
Yep.
So I think it doesn't have to be that he's gone, but everybody wants him to be gone. So they're all going to say that he's gone so that they can get clicks. And I'm not judging them for that. I just think that's what it is. But also, don't you think KD should be less pissed, like, considering what happened to Luka? And it's like, yeah, okay, so we looked into what we could get. We brought it to you. You shot it down, and we said, okay, then we won't do it. Is that really the most disrespectful thing to do in the world?
I don't think he brought it to him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think that's what happened. I think you're right.
That's the report.
No. Well, maybe, but the reports are he was caught off guard.
He said, no, I don't want to go back to the Warriors.
Yes, later. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like Sean 5 said it. I think KD found out from all the stuff coming out and rumors that I don't even think the Suns even wanted to trade him for real.
No, they don't want to, but they're recognizing that this team is failing even with him, so you have to do due diligence as a businessman.
I think there's a lot of teams putting it out there like, oh my gosh, the Suns were talking to the teams about trading Kevin Durant, and I bet you it was just hey, are you trading Kevin Durant? And the Suns were like, probably not. That was it, right? And then they put it in the media. We're all calling about Kevin Durant, and he might be going to us, and that's what started that. That's what I feel.
I'm not saying that the Suns aren't culpable for some blame here. They obviously didn't run it by him first, and that's what I would have done because I'm a good communicator. All right.
Yeah, I bet you the Suns felt like it was something they didn't need to communicate because they probably didn't plan on trading him. They're like, we don't really plan on doing this.
If I was trading you to PHNX Sports, I'd come to you first. Is all I'm trying to say.
Exactly, but if you weren't, you wouldn't even need to tell me about any calls you got from PHNX Sports because you'd be like, I'm not doing that, and I'm not going to tell them about it.
Yeah, but also I'd run it by you, and I'd be like, "Hey, man, they're calling about you. Do you want to go? I don't want to hold you up, and if you're not happy here."
Instead, they're shifting their focus. They said to just basketball, but more importantly, trying to stack some wins together. Royce O'Neal went more in depth on.
So, welcome in everybody. Suns have to get a win tonight because it will break our spirits if they don't.
No KD or no Booker, or no KD or no Beal. Only Booker and the boys.
And that's the part. That's the thing. The Suns gotta do it with just Book and the boys. The boys
I think they can do it.
Okay. Give me a second, Nestor. Everybody in playback. Let me see.
They're starting Grey Goose, Tyus Jones, Royce O'Neal. Is that who I saw too? Yeah, that's a crazy lineup. Super small lineup too.
You got your kids and your wife. When you're a single guy, you probably don't. You're not.
Here we go, Sexton.
But when you have a family, it's tough, man. And
Sexton takes the pick. There's a Collier.
Yeah, Collier starting.
Almost turned the ball over.
Still a live ball, but 5 on a shot clock here.
5 on a shot clock. Collier has to pull.
Hey, even with him hitting that, like even if he had missed that, bro's got a fat head, bro.
You do got a fat head.
You ever see, bro looks like a football player. Like, but they'd have to get him a Guardian helmet to fit his fat ass head in there. Just an observation.
But
another observation.
Goose pulling. Misses.
Remember when we were thinking about Collier in the draft?
yeah, he recovered well on that.
And we were worried about his jumper. That jumper he took looked really good. Even if he had missed it, I'd say it looked good.
We weren't worried about his jumper. We were worried about his three-point shooting.
You think he
Allen with the freaking chicken wing misses.
You think he talked to Tyler Harrow and he fixed his jumper?
He's going to get a lot of good looks.
Maybe, but the mid-range jumper wasn't the issue. It's the three-point jumper that he just missed, as you can see.
I thought maybe he had a weird hitch or something.
No, it was the fact that he was Booker drives, Booker laying good.
Be careful there, big boys. All right, Tyus Garden Collier. Alley-oop to my white Lori. Why is the game cast not working?
Final 3 minutes, blowing a double-digit lead. So again, it just gives you an example. It doesn't matter who you
Book
play.
step back.
Full step back three.
Looking yummy, but
out.
no good.
We don't need Ben Simmons.
We
ain't
going
coming
to
here
the
anyway.
Clippers. Marketing good for three.
So marketing is
Listen
the
to
guy
that
that is very
slap.
worried about Devin.
Listen to that
With
net.
guys out and injured, he is going to be very aggressive.
Goose in the corner. Out to
Royce,
Royce,
stay hot,
wide open.
Thank you,
My guy, Royce. You hear the Ric Flair woo in the stadium?
Your boy Collins for three misses. Rebound.
Why do we
They
not
know
have a
my
Ric
highlight.
Flair
I
woo
have one.
drop?
I mean, you can get one.
Well, look, it's pretty obvious that, you know, Devin.
Ric
has
Flair
to
drip
Code, I
go
feel
woo
code
on a
stop.
bitch.
Code stop. Code stop. Please be quiet.
What code say? Don't question code.
Since I've been too hard on Book, stop it.
Somebody box out, please.
Tyus. That's really, I just feel like that's really a key to a lot of our issues.
It
Tyus,
is.
three. In
and out.
That's two threes that have been in and out in that same spot. One by Book and one by Tyus. I hate that. Oh my goodness, what just happened?
Ric Flair drip. My screen says glitched as possible. I can't see shit. Oh, Richards! Give it to Goose. He's the Goose.
Richards, instead of watching the ball, you should have boxed him out.
Grayson had the chance to do it. And it wasn't a great movie. It was a bad movie.
The script was written beautifully until the very end. Collins tangled up with Richards. Tough contest. Richards able to grab the rebound.
I think Nick's gonna get a bunch.
All right, Booker, do something with this, please. Ooh, tried.
There with Collins. Finds Allen on the drive. Sets up Richards.
That's tough against Kessler, bro.
Richards!
That is tough
you.
against Kessler.
James Johnson, $5 super chat. What up, baller Gabe and Sensei Sundo TGIF? Not really, because I got to work tomorrow. And what are they playing? The Jazz. And that they are playing the Jazz. Sorry. Easy win, right? Question mark.
There's never such thing as an easy win.
Guns.
How do we tell
No,
him?
not with this team. Not with this team, bro.
That time, right in front of the rim.
Well, trying to set itself free from the defense of Mikhailu. That shot.
There's two things about what's happening right now. Oh my goodness, marketing. There's two things about what's happening. Booker is being
29 pick overall, spent 1 year at USC.
Say it.
trying to be a facilitator. No, he's not even being a ball. He's trying to be a facilitator, which is cool.
Richards couldn't control.
Damn, Collier fast.
But nobody wants to hit the shot.
Hi, Luke.
Relocates to his left.
Timeout, bud. You're gonna have to.
And a quick burst here for the Jazz.
Quick run here.
Has given them a 14-7 lead.
Brady says, what are the locker room vibes? They're lying about the vibes. They're saying, oh, no, everything's good.
Okay, I have two things. Either they aren't lying about the vibe. Either they're lying about the vibes, or they aren't. And Royce O'Neal is part of the clique. That's the problem with the vibes.
I mean, I'm not saying he's lying. I saw Bud today lying about it. Bud was like barely even.
Royce said the same thing. Royce was like, "Man, I heard that," and I was just like, "What are they talking about? Everything's good." And I'm like, either the media's right, and since you're good friends with KD, you're part of
I believe Royce that the media drags shit out more than it is.
Oh, for sure.
Toxic could be overblown. It could just be vibes aren't good. Vibes are down. People are worried they're going to get traded. That shit happens.
That's how toxicity starts.
But like, remember when I titled a video, "Suns just signed a gigantic beast"?
I do.
Now, how many views did that get? But how many views would it have gotten if I had titled it, "The Suns just signed Ime Udoka Azubuike"? They would have been like, okay. But you give it the most sexy title to the story that you can, and that's what gets clicks, bro. Like, I could see that being what why the toxic label was thrown on there, or it's really toxic. You know,
I think you're right, but we'll see.
We got 181 watching, guys. Please help us out. Hit that like button. We don't know how much longer.
What do we know about?
We're gonna be in existence at this point with the.
What do we know about our new gets? Are they here? Are they with the team right now?
Well, they were weirdly lying about that too. They said that they weren't with the team, so they're not gonna play. But then we saw them in practice, so I don't know. They're not gonna play though. I know that.
In front of the Suns with 7:06 to go here in the first. Well, the Suns return to the Hardwood tomorrow night, 7 o'clock against the Denver Nuggets.
My question is KD really injured? Like, I would have thought he would have came back this game after realizing we weren't going to trade him.
I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he did tweak it in practice or something.
No, Brady, we haven't even really won recently. We're on a 3-game losing streak.
Three straight, because y'all bums.
Because the Blazers were cheating. The refs were helping them. The Blazers, set our alarm clocks back. And we didn't know when to be there for the game. Royce, no good. Long rebound attempt.
This is the only teams interested in Beal were Atlanta and Washington. Bro, that would have been cool to have Atlanta.
Washington wanted him back. They were like, we'll take him back. But
he didn't want to go there, did he?
I doubt he wanted to go there. You know, it's cold weather and losing. Kessler alley-oop. Collins, quick jam. Terrible defense. They are tall as fook, bro. I literally would play Bull this game, or I would play... yeah, I think I would play Bull. But, of course, Bud won't even consider it for 1/2 of a heartbeat of a second. Goose to the rack, lefty. Yeah, no good, out of bounds. Suns ball.
This team is just straight up out of sorts. Like, Bud's like, I'm not playing the rookies no more.
Book pass immediately stolen away from Laurie. The type of white I'm trying to be. Did you just say blacked by Nick?
Yes, blacked.
That's like, if they wrote a biography about Burner, it would be blacked by Nick, you know? If he wrote like his dreams out onto paper, it would be titled Blacked by Nick.
That's crazy.
But true, and you're not going to deny it because you know it's true.
Who are you talking about?
Burner. If he wrote like a sci-fi series, it would be called Blacked by Nick. Mona says this isn't working because they made Book a point guard. That's all.
I do agree with that.
Look at Ryan Dunn's Grinch Kobe's. Oh my God, those look better than I thought they do. Maybe it's just the black jerseys.
There you go. Let Tyus Jones be a point. Let Tyus Jones
Good
be
shit,
a point.
Ryan.
Got the pass inside, got the
I might buy those Kobe Grinches. They look that good. But
Look
they're
at my boy
expensive.
John Collins, bro.
Get my man to Phoenix.
John Collins is looks like an old school player with a new school flair. Like he's got you know what I'm saying? Like he looked like he belongs in like the.
All he needs is a mustache and his hair grown out a little bit more.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like he looks like he's like.
Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, you have no idea.
He looked like he belonged in the 80s or the 90s. You know what I mean?
If rookies get through it and they have a tremendous year, you know, you just say they're just a little bit more advanced. That's all. It's not a negative on anybody that has a struggle early on. And this is like it's almost like 3 college seasons.
Collier, a.k.a. Fathead, bringing the ball up. No good for
rebound by Dunn.
Keontae.
Booker's gonna pull. Watch this.
Able to get up the floor. Micah Potter out on the floor. 4th-year undrafted player out of Wisconsin. Booker raising him over Kessler.
I have a comparison here about Booker being a point guard. Okay. Book is good at point guard. Like, I like him at point guard. But it's not what he's best at, you know?
They just keep running backdoor baseline because they're just so long that it doesn't even matter, and it goes straight to him for the alley-oop. 3 by
Tyus
Tyus.
3, thank you. Save us. But he's not best. Like, you get more out of him when he's playing shooting guard, right? Is there anything wrong with that, bro? Is there something to be embarrassed about with that? Like, I don't think so. Good pass,
like
Book. So, like, my car is built for drag racing. It's very fast in a straight line. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love it, bro. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Well, I would trade it for something. But, like, if I tried to make my car... No, I got rid of that like a few years ago.
Gotcha.
You know, I needed a challenger, bro. Come on, it's how, you know, I had to get the scatty. All right.
Tell me you don't have kids without telling me you don't have kids.
Tell me you're a light bright without telling me you're a light bright.
Bro got the scat pack.
So, if I wanted to race my car like in a rally race, it's not built for that. I mean, sure, it could do it, and it's fast, and it can catch up around corners and stuff, like once it straightens out and shit. But it's just not what it's built for. So why not have your players do what they're built for? Why not? Where's the acceptance of what Book is? The best 2-guard in the league when he's playing 2-guard. I don't know. I think he drops down to like not, I don't know what top number you want to put him as point guards, but it ain't top 2, top 3 the way he is as a 2-guard. I just don't understand. Like, does Bud think that he won't be able to get Book the ball if Book doesn't touch the ball at all times?
I think the thinking is getting the ball, just having the ball in your best player's hands is the thinking here.
I'll get it to the best hands. You know, Michael Jordan was the best player of all time. He didn't bring the ball up. He was a 2-guard. You got the ball into his hands in the post. He'd post up, he'd catch it, stick his tongue out a little bit.
Hey, look at Devin's mom. Now Devin Booker makes sense. Looking at his mom, now he makes sense.
Does look like his mom, right?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
For sure. Hey, Doc, I get it, and I feel like we're just talking past each other. I feel like Bud's talking past us, and if I had the question, like, I would say that to Bud, and he would say, I just want the ball in the best player's hands. And I would say, listen, you stupid bitch. I'm gonna put the ball in the best player's hands. It's gonna get I'm not suggesting we freeze him out of the offense. I'm not suggesting you free. I'm suggesting you put the ball in their hands when they're already at their spot that they like to score in. Hey, look at me and Melvin Booker wearing the same hat.
I just knew the kid.
That's kind of dope.
And he had the drive to be special, so that's when we got on the journey, and you know, I had an idea.
That's just me talking. That's just me talking. I'm just a light bright.
Yeah, Dre got it. I said that in our live stream. I said, bro, people are just panicking because the 2021 finals run. People just remember that, and they want that so bad that they are acting irrationally. Like, because we did talk about trading Durant, and people were like, no, don't trade KD. How could we do that? But like I was saying, the thinking is, you know, start a rebuild. Basically, if you're gonna start a rebuild, trade Durant, right? Nobody wanted to trade Durant. Nobody wanted to even talk about it or even consider a rebuild, right?
Holy shit, Monte Morris is in the game.
Wow.
Look what the cat dragged in. Thanks for the dono, Dragon. Easy bucket for Book. Hey, wait, Book didn't bring the ball up. How did we get it into his hands? Unreal. He must be on the hot seat. Bud must be on the hot seat. They must have told him, you get this shit turned around and your ass is out. Chianti, beautiful fadeaway on the baseline.
All right, Bobo, let's do something with it, baby.
Book with it to Ryan. No good. Come on, Ryan. Gotta start hitting these for me.
All right, get Plumlee out of the game and put Richards in. I want to see a Richards and Bowl lineup.
Ooh, good steal, Ryan.
You see how Bobo scared George? This is what we're gonna do the rest of the time he's in. We're just gonna oversell how well he's doing. Okay.
See if the Suns can take advantage of their bench. Now, Marketing is still in the game, but still. That starting unit for Utah down on a nice little run.
You see how Bobo fought through those screens, bro?
Oh my!
Did you see the way Bobo picked up that rebound?
I was looking at the shot. I should be paying attention to Bolsif.
Right, Bobo. Did you see when he handed the ball off to Booker? That was perfect.
Stop. Book to the rack off the top of the backboard. No good.
Hey, we're overselling everything he's doing, bro. Look at bro's hair, bro.
One of those games where
for real, look at bro's hair. It's pretty crazy looking. If you can see his hair.
Who, Bowl?
Yeah, man.
Create against these guys because of their size. They're guarding out of their.
You know what I like to see? I like to see Bol just no hair.
Just
bald.
sure you're making the right play.
Bald.
Bald
Cover more ground in the fuel-efficient Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid.
Yeah, going back to those comments from Royce, talking with Amanda today, his book gets 1 of 2 at shoot-around. You know, in a lot of ways, this team has played well offensively. They've played well in spurts defensively. But
corner 3, white boy extraordinaire. Not sure who that is. Micah Potter. Over to what a freaking dream shake from Book. All right. Good. Monte snatchback. Tween takes a screen. Tween.
Monte.
Lefty leg.
Okay,
nah, a little tough. That's tough. That's real tough.
Yeah, because they're so long.
Yeah, they are super lengthy out here. Keontae takes a screen from Potter.
Jerry, the answer is all of them.
Pick and Potter, no good. Filipowski with the rebound ski. Filipowski with another rebound ski.
Actually boxed out. He's just too
yeah,
small
he's just too big. The ball went. I'm not even mad about that. The ball went straight to Phillip. There you go, done. No. Bowl gets it to Book. Screen from Plum, who shouldn't even be in the game. It should be Oso at this point. Let's be honest. Kicks it to Bowl. Bowl dribbles it off of Filipowski's foot. 10 seconds.
It was kicked.
Yeah, well, his foot wasn't moving, so it's technically not a kick.
No, the other guy kicked it, is what I'm saying.
Well, Bowl's going to have to save. It's okay.
Marking with the rebound.
Filipowski.
See the way Bowl just
he was going to beat that shit, bro. He was going to beat that, but he also was going to give up a 3 in the corner, if you think about it. But I like him protecting the rim. I like the rim protection.
My Bobo is Louis David. See how perfect my Bobo is.
Just looking at guys because he wants to know who's going to be on this.
Look at him at the top of the key, bro. Fighting through screens. Look at him.
He's just giving everybody a look.
All right.
Pull up. George. No good. Plum Dog rebound.
Point Plumlee. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Back to work. This is why I hate Plumlee. What are we doing?
By the way, we're down 27-16 and D. Lee's coming in. This is crazy,
game, bro.
This is crazy.
It's because we have 2 dudes hurt, so we have to make these weird rotations. Yeah, Book. Let's see if D. Lee has Saban Lee syndrome right now.
Right? Quick 3 from Johnny Juzang. Plumlee, give the ball to someone. Just stop. I'm not in the mood for your Derek Chauvin shenanigans. Book, step back. Yum.
All right, Bud.
See, because we have to have Book on tonight to win. I don't think
Alex,
we can
why
win
we playing
without him.
scrubs because we have KD and Beal hurt, so we got to go deep into the bench and to our guard rotation.
George trying to work past Lee.
Wow.
Lee gets cooked, bumped, and scored on, and one style from Keontae George. Guys, hit that like button, please. 218 watching. What's good? What'd you guys do today? Everybody, were you excited about this Jazz game or nervous? I've been caught in between today, man.
I don't know what else he can do. Look like a no call to me. Tremendous shot from George.
And one complete. Book. Screen from, nope, doesn't take either. Snatches back, but dribbles off of his heel. Picks the ball up, drives lefty, kicks it out to D. Lee. He'll shoot that thing for show. That's a for show right on. He'll miss, don't worry, because he's ice cold ever since his Achilles exploded. Or knee, meniscus, whatever it was.
Yeah, Vision, I can see that coming because at the end of the day, Karrion Cross don't need those guys. Like, I know why they did it, kind of help him out, give him a stable, but he's doing a good job by himself.
Potter out to Juzang, no good. End of the first, and your Suns
visiting Jazz.
Down 10.
30 to 20. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball on
Mealy,
Air
mealy,
Arizona's Family
me.
Sports.
Well, what do you think, man, so far? How you feeling? First quarter. It's a bad first quarter, man. 30 to 20, not how you want to start the game because you've got that third quarter looming. Hello. You know? Let me look, Alex. I'm sure we should have 1 or 2 VIPs avail right now. Go. There's 1. You think this is a L since we started slow?
It shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be, he says. Shouldn't be an L, he says. Shouldn't be an L. You know, AZ Sports Radio put out a video today. Brady, I had given you a VIP. I don't know where you went. They put out a video today that, it was just from their shows, like a topic they were talking about, and I didn't watch it yet. I'm gonna watch it later. But it's funny. It said, should Suns fans expect to be watching zombie ball for the rest of the season?
A
team that is basically out there dead, playing basketball like they're alive because they know everything's getting shaken up in the off season. Is that what we're going to see?
Very possible.
Yeah, that dude's Suns jersey is clean. Where do you get that?
Clean.
You see that?
Yeah, it's very possible they do that. I mean, look, man, it was just a bad trade deadline and a bad February so far.
I got something to throw by you that you and I forgot to talk about during the trade deadline real quick as we come back to this game. So, with Nurkic, we were so excited, but if we would have kept him for the rest of the season, which is like 2 more months, we could have released him and kept that first-round draft pick. So should we have given him up? I guess Cody Martin.
What do you give him for releasing him?
The money clears up the money, and then you didn't give up a first.
I don't know how that works, so I'll take your word for it.
You can believe me on it. If we would have held on to him and just released him, we wouldn't have him, and we would have kept the first instead of giving up a first to get rid of him now. You know, Filipowski lefty lay. That's tough.
I think it was just about getting players that would actually play.
Yeah, I think it's going to matter whether or not Micic and Cody Martin are usable at all, because they could come in here. Bud can turn his nose up at him. Hello, Monty. Thank you. What a 3.
Monte's played 39 games now this season.
Haunted says it doesn't clear up the money, but I mean, that's what I heard. That's what I heard them talking about, people with the know, you know. Yeah, Alex, it was a win now move, but it's like, if you thought you were going to win now, why'd you try to trade KD? You know, it's like, it's mixed signals. I hope that's right, Kiwi. I hope that we didn't give up a first for nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this was guaranteed. That's why I'm kind of confused. But at the end of the day, I think, again, it's about getting players that are going to play for you this season.
Plumlee!
Dude getting paid $18 million to sit on the bench.
Plumlee sets a screen and gets called for a foul on it.
That's one person I wish we really got rid of.
Like, Grayson Allen is going to decide how he's going to come off.
George bringing the ball up.
If he's chasing him, he's going to curl. If he
Plumlee tries to intercept, slaps it out of bounds.
How the defender's playing him and let him make the decision instead of the picker trying to manipulate how he wants him to go.
Bryce Sensabaugh checks in here. His first run, second-year player out of Ohio State. Scoreless in his 12 minutes on Wednesday.
Little jab step from Juzang into a running floater, which is good. No real pushback from the defense at all, of course. Monte finds Bowl in the corner. Bowl, spin move. That's pretty. Drop, Bowl. Let's go. Let's go. But let's never play him, bud.
I feel like Bowl. And stuff like that.
Because he's so tall and he's got such good touch, man. It's a deadly combination scoring-wise. Woo!
I was gonna
Easy
let
dunk
Kyle
from
Filipowski dunk like that, bro.
On everybody. 4 people were down in the paint with him. No one stopped him. Grayson.
Get another Bowl bucket. Get another Bowl bucket.
Monte with the pull-up. He's, you know, little Saban Lee-ish himself right now.
Pass over the outstretched hands of Collins. They're going to get a foul on Monte Morris.
Euphoria, I mean, if you ever figure it out, let me know.
Right there. Just seeing the floor well. Collier getting to the paint. That's the problem right now.
Yeah, paint most definitely an issue here. 20-10 points in the paint as Collier miscommunication there with Sensabaugh. It'll be a Utah turnover. It was their 5th.
Yeah, Orlando, we're getting some zombie ball to start the game. All right. Dead team walking. Pick and roll with Monte and Nick. Grayson back to Monty. No good on the 3. Bowl gets the rebound and gets it slapped out of his hands by Filipowski. Suns ball.
Filipowski. Something need more of that. Bull and Richards, as they have been out rebounded 22-9 here. This is a.
I'm not gonna lie, Bobo looks like a WNBA player with his hair like that.
100%, bro. 100%.
I can't lie to you,
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I can't lie to you, bro. He really do. See him
Pigtails like is a wild choice, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he really did look like a WNBA player like that, bro.
Makes his way to the scores table.
How did that pass get through? Block that shit, Bull! Thank you! For
we got a Richardson ball lineup right now. Let's go.
I am loving it. Grey Goose crossover between drives. Euros. Pauses. Lets it fly. Damn it. Hard off the back of the rim. That thing just hung up there.
Oh, Bull.
He played good defense. Don't say Bull like that. Nick Richards with the rebound. He was sliding a little bit, but he's so long.
He almost got Gobert.
No. Bull, don't get pushed off your spot. Damian Lee, God, dude, I can go out there and play like Damian Lee. Do you believe me? Because I could do that. I could really do that. I could jack up shots and miss, and I could Euro and get my shit beat into the 18th row while I travel on the way to the rim. God. Gabe Lee, says Jeremy. I love it. Gabe Lee. Book. Got Johnny Juzang guarding him. Hits him turnaround midi in his face.
Alex Best says Damian Rec League Lee.
For real.
God.
Trying to beat it inside. Kessler was wide open.
Sensabaugh to the rack. Stops. Ripped by Goose. Ripped by Goose and Allen. Book gonna Euro slowly. I love that, bro. That is so tough. That is so tough.
Oh, man. They say that flu A is going around.
And you think you got it?
Got something.
There it is.
Can you tell in my eyes? Like, my eyes are freaking stuffy.
Your eyes look really small right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not. I mean, obviously, because I'm tired, but like.
That sucks.
What's going on here?
What kind of symptoms you got? Let's
freaking just like sinus, and I was at work all day, just freaking sneezing my butt off, freaking sneezing so hard my back hurts. Like, it's not been fun. And like it's been progressive. Hopefully it's fine. Hopefully I took some medicine. Hopefully I can wake up and not be worse, because the girl that works across from me, she has flu A, and she texted me. She was like, "Hey, I got flu A," and I was like, "Hey, I hate you so much."
Sounds like to me you just might have missed your 46th and 47th booster.
I don't even know what that means. If that's a COVID joke, sure. Okay. But
I'm getting boosted right now. You can't see it, but I got a.
Are you boosting your views?
I got a needle.
Are you boosting your views?
I got a needle in my leg right now that's slow dripping. Some Pfizer.
Oh, wow. You're right about me not getting my booster.
Yep. So yeah, they're talking about Perk. You saw what Perk said. Did you see what KD said about it? Can't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh, about Perk being the leader of the OKC. Yeah. I was reading it, and I read it in his voice. Man, you know when I was in OKC.
But did you see what KD said?
What did KD say?
KD said, "Oh, let's listen to James Jones real quick. I got to hear this SOB."
Our opponents are trying to improve, and night in and night out in the NBA, I think this is probably the most competitive season the NBA's had in a long time. You have nights like we have, a high night and a low night. But I think if you look at the parity in the league, you can see this across the NBA.
I don't think you understand where I work.
They're good teams, beating good teams. And there's some teams that people would consider bad teams that are really good, just haven't turned the corner yet.
So Katie said, I know this might be a stretch, but that might be the craziest comment. He said that might be the craziest shit I've heard all week. And then he also commented, apparently, and then deleted a tweet on Flex's Twitter. He commented on a Flex tweet.
What did Flex say?
And deleted it. I will share that with you later. I'll see if I can find it and send you the thread.
Another alley-oop, by the way.
I don't want to spread Flex hate, you know? Flex is a good dude. I don't want to like.
Was KD hating on Flex?
Kinda. Yes.
But what's new?
That's when you say okay, and that's where the Suns sit right now. They're a 500 team. They're a team that's fighting to get out of the play-in.
All right, I'll share it, but I will say I don't necessarily condone this. And if you guys want to find it, Can't Guard Book shared it on Twitter. Okay. Good foul, Royce. Can't Guard Book screenshot it and shared a picture of it. So I don't agree with this, but Flex had tweeted, you know, he's got the flu. Speaking of which, he said he caught the flu. Might be that one that you're getting.
Got the flu Tuesday. It's been terrible for 3 days. About to go off the grid for the weekend and get better rest up. Talk to y'all soon. I blame Nico for all this. My dog Raj will be my security for the weekend. Peace. And then Durant says his famous magic trick just disappeared. That's crazy, KD.
So, I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, but, you know, let's be honest. I mean, the Jazz got off to a very good start his first year. Ever since then,
Book, tween. Got Juzang guarding him. Screen from Royce. He doesn't take it. Gets to Nick Richards, who gets bodied by Kessler. That's tough, man. Kessler's so big.
Vision, they released Blair Davenport.
Well, they were a team as much as anybody.
Not gonna lie.
I saw your boy Joe Hendry.
Call of
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
So he's from TNA?
Yes, he's in TNA right now.
But they brought him up for the Royal Rumble? TNA allowed that?
TNA and WWE, well, yes, they have a partnership, so.
Okay.
They do. This is like, it's a new thing. It used to not be a thing, but for the past 2 years, they've had a partnership, and so.
It's smart.
They didn't buy him out. This, like, TNA wrestlers are allowed to show up on WWE television and vice versa. Like, not a lot of them do because, you know, it's TNA and WWE is like, well, we don't need him. But Joe Hendry has made such a name for himself that he's a draw. So they're like, yeah, bring him on. Jordan Grace is another one that started making a name for herself.
Hello, Double Elite.
I don't know about all that.
No? Bro, where can I get her son's shirt, that half and half purple and orange flannel? Oh my gosh. That was clean. By the way, have you seen RDC World 1?
Yes, the Luca thing.
So good.
I'm sure I sent it to you.
So good. You didn't send it to me. I knew you'd see it, so that's why I didn't bother sending it to you, but so good. Man.
Yeah, the freaking... Man, Rob Pelinka, I can't believe you traded AD.
Man, it's the first trade they made without my consent. Oh, really? You didn't say nothing to him? No, man, they did this without me. First one.
First one, huh? It was like, what do you say about Luca? He was like, what do you call him? Luca Magic.
Hey, this is my son, Bronny. Man, I can already tell y'all gonna get along. Y'all go play so good together. Get out of here. Bronny ain't gonna be there when you're gone.
Man.
Yeah, so Kessler blocked that, and it definitely touched Nick Richards last. The Jimmy and Dre part was the best. Hey, Jimmy.
Oh, hey, Jimmy. This ain't what you want. I do you like I did Jordan. I do you like I did Jordan.
So here's the rules. You pass the ball to Steph, or you pass the ball to me, and I'll get it to Steph. You got that, Jimmy? 2 seconds into being in the locker room, bro.
Jimmy, he's like, I ain't playing that, Jeremiah. Still. This is why Clay be talking, man. He can tell you any way he want. You didn't set the tone.
You didn't set the tone. Great defense from Richards. Goose gets it up to Book. He'll take a step back. Okay. He says, I'll do it myself, as he puts the gauntlet on. That's overreacting. We're still down 6. But you guys get where we'd go if we were winning.
Hilarious.
Hey, he's 7 for 9. Juzang 3. Giggity goo, no good. Ball just went straight to the Jazz, man. Like, that was a box out that didn't matter.
Just bounce on an angle.
Say his name, man. He appears.
Yeah, it's not a good three-point shooting team.
AB was on Theo Vaughn today. Got about 30 minutes into that.
Not AB, bro.
AB's going on Rogan real soon.
Not AB, bro.
Him and Rogan are going to smoke blunts the entire time.
Why are we getting AB a freaking podcast tour? That's the last thing we need.
These
ESPN.
The previous winners of Cracker of the Day, they want to have him on.
Oh my gosh.
He gave your boy Trump Cracker of the Year. Did you see that?
I'm sure he did.
Well,
I'm sure he did.
Tyus bringing the ball up. Suns have got it within 8 now.
Close.
Book. Uh-oh, Book gets blocked. Good save from my guy Grayson. Grayson gets it back from Tyus. Shoots that three. A deep three, and it's good. Suns down 5. Let's go.
First bucket of the night for Grayson Allen.
JL, no, they're not with the team officially yet.
In the game on Wednesday at OKC.
Juzang, who's been looking like the worst three-point shooter I've ever seen, kicks it over to Kessler. Back to Juzang. Back to himself for a turnaround fadeaway. Good job, Book, to jump towards the rebound. Book's got Laurie on him. Crosses his white ass up. Euros. Gets fouled by Juzang. Going to the line.
Foul on Juzang.
It's one of those games where Devin knows he's got to go for it.
Man, all y'all hating on flex.
Got a little stinger here.
Dropping 70 on Boston. Like, sometimes you go into a game and you have to say, okay, I got to break some plays tonight. I got to be ultra aggressive and force double teams. Right now, it's all really not
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Get the ball out of his
You got
hand,
2
right?
rules.
You got to believe it's going to
Pass the ball to Steph. Pass the ball to me. Why is Bull wearing pigtails?
Oh, we talked
All
about
right.
this, though.
It's just so weird. Collins. Hand off to Markkinen to the rack. Good block, Nick Rich. Nick Rich! And once again, they cut to him, and he's so handsome. It's like, how do you not love this guy? You know?
What I'm saying.
Book. Screen from Richards. Fade away in the midi. Woo!
Okay, Booker. Okay, Booker.
Me likey. Nick says, I'm now a Suns fan. Welcome in, Knicks. I've been looking into the Dallas situation, bro. And I feel like, and this could be me conspiracy mind talking, Book pump fake, fade in the mid-range. I feel like y'all's owners are literally tanking the Mavs so that they can leave for Vegas. That's what I think's happening. Sensabaugh, no good in the corner. But then again, call me Gabeson Whitlock. Royce, open three, no good. Richards goes to the ground hard trying to save that rebound. Sensabaugh for 3.
They're trying to Rams themselves, huh?
Nick Richards tips the rebound over to Tyus. Wow, Nix agrees with me.
That would be scandalous.
Tyus over to Book. Book down to Tyus. Tyus, little floater. No good. Nick Richards with that putback. With the rock.
That would legit be scandalous.
Yeah, but they're doing it, bro. They don't care about basketball.
But also it would be the first time that a team in a sport tanked to go to Vegas. I mean, the Athletics are going to Vegas now. The Rams literally tanked to St. Louis to go to L.A.
Oh, my. Chianti with the fadeaway 3-ball. They could, Mark, but that's apparently not what they're trying to do. Their owners have a dream. And that dream ain't MLK's dream. That dream is that they want to get gambling legalized in Texas. They want to open their own casino because they're a casino family. They want to open a casino in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They have been failing. They have 2 years until the next vote comes up for it. And by that time, they want to have a team that sucks and sells no tickets and sells no jerseys so that they can hold that gun up to the head of the legislature and say, we will take your team away if you don't vote for this. And we're going to Vegas.
Texas didn't legalize sports gambling. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they can move to St. Louis if they want to. If they want to go to a place that has sports gambling, we'll take them. No, you're right. They're going to Vegas for sure. It's on
Vegas has been,
and I don't even think it's even a them thing. I think this is an NBA thing.
And I feel like Silver. This is really a conspiracy. I have no proof of this, but I feel like Silver was like, "Hey, if you'll do this deal with the Lakers, I won't fight you when it comes time to rip the Mavs' hearts out and move their team. But you got to give him to the Lakers because we need the league to get some. I'm about to lose my job because people are noticing I'm the worst, commissioner of all time. Markkanen got Goose guarding him, kicks it back to Collier. Down to George. He feels hot in the corner and shoots it in Book's face and hits. Beautiful. Thank you, Ernesto. Please hit the like for us, guys. If you haven't, take a second, just look and see if you've hit it. You can hit it with any body part you want.
That's right, Nick. At this point, you're right. And the Suns are the only team that doesn't get the benefit of anything, so you might as well be a fan. You don't get the benefit of the NBA liking us or the benefit of Vegas liking us for bets.
21 or younger to each score 10 points and have 10 or more assists in their game against the Pacers earlier in the week.
Book's free throw is good. Suns pulling it into a respectable tie almost. Does it feel like this game is in fast forward, bro? I'm not complaining. It's just one of the fastest games, I feel. Oh, good block, ball! What do you know, bud? Tyus in the corner. Don't do it. Don't do it. Give it to Bolski. They give it to Book. Book blows by Collins. Great pass to Goose and Allen. Goose and Allen hits the three from the corner. It's pretty basketball, man. Ball's moving very well. Chianti, step back. Yip. No good. Plumlee with the board. Kicks it to Tyus, down to Book, pump fake. Oh, Book had Plumlee if he would have thrown it behind his head. Kicks it to Bolsif. Ball!
We don't want to play him, though. We don't want to play him, though. We don't want to play him, though. We don't want to play him, though.
I love it.
You don't play defense, neither does the rest of the team.
Three for Collins. Gol, dang, that was good.
44%. Had a season high 29, 10 rebounds.
I believe in Bol. Tyus with the ball. Getting a screen here from No. Book going to get to his spot. Tyus gets a screen. Dribbles it back out. Going to probably have to give her to Book. Gets it to Bol. My guy Bol. My guy Bol. Not yours, damn it. No. Collins misses. Let's go. I believe in Bol.
Put 35 on the board in the second. We're tied, 55 all, Suns and the Jazz. Stay tuned now for the Gila River Resorts and Casinos halftime report with Tom Leander and Tom Chambers. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball on Arizona's Family Sports.
55 all, brother. I like that. I don't know how they're going to do it. They'll find a way. I don't know how you get that hot in the second and then come out and be cold in the third, but like I said, they'll figure it out.
It's possible, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to bed before I can find out.
You're just going to spring on us a front-running disappear.
Bro, and I told you I'm sick. I'm going to get all the rest I can.
Here's what we need you to do. We need you to get in a robe. Off camera, of course.
A robe?
Off camera. We need you to get some hot tea with some chamomile.
That's what I was drinking, not chamomile though.
Okay. And then we need you to just slide into those silk sheets.
I have silk sheets, but okay.
Put that silk eye mask over your face.
Mm.
You gotta.
Why are you creating such a?
You got a humidifier?
I do.
I want you healthy. I'm sorry.
You're giving such a description for
burner. Well, none of it's gonna be sus. This is about your health.
Mm.
All right. Turn them lights down real low, preferably off. Get that humidifier. And maybe you should be calling into work tomorrow.
That might be what I do.
I mean, I would say this. If you don't feel comfortable calling in, I would tell whoever your superior officer is. I would say, I'm certain I have that type A flu that's going around. If you want, I will come in. I just want to warn you, some of y'all are going to get the flu. That's
not how it works. That's not how it works. And GM don't care. They want you to come to work, bro. That's just how it is. It's bad. That's how crappy. I ain't gonna talk about them. I don't want nobody to send this to the company.
They're good people. They're good people. And Sundo loves them.
Yep. Get Gary on the show. Gary deserves to be on here.
Gary's about to be at work.
Who, Gary?
Gary's probably at work, aren't you, Gary? Making burners boxers.
Oh yeah, they did just get Fox, and I know he loves it.
Who got? Oh yeah.
Mo Goody says Alexa, play "Stay by Rihanna." Can't do it. Bedtime, y'all.
Thank you, Mo Goodies. Later, Sundo. Have a good night, man.
I'll catch you later.
Hopefully, it's just like a night of sickness and not.
That's what I hope it is. That's what I'm hoping it is. I'll let you know when I wake up at 3:30.
Good luck.
Peace out.
I believe in Sundo. So, I finally saw Joe Hendry, you guys. And I texted Sundo and I said, why am I more physically fit than Joe Hendry? I was expecting Joe Hendry to be this, like, swolled up, I didn't expect him to have love handles bigger than mine. All right. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Blop Blop says Sundovid. That's what he's got. He won't get his 46th booster. I keep trying to tell him. He just doesn't trust Fauci like I do, man. That's the situation we're really in. Meatloaf says Bull over Royce O'Neal. Relax. But I'm happy, very happy, that Bull is putting on tape good things for Bud to look at. Code says, Gabe, you have to understand something about modern wrestling fans. Their standards have lowered. Well, and then also he told me that he's not, like, yoked out of his mind because he's like an indie wrestler. He's not even, like, on that tier where they just, they hit you with the needle as soon as you walk in the door. But I need that man goosed. I need him to goose it. I need him juiced to the gills, okay? If I was a wrestler, which I'm thinking about becoming, all right? If I was a wrestler, better believe I'd be on that gear. And I would never, ever leave the gym, and I would not be eating enough carbs to get gigantic love handles. Meatloaf says, I might be riding the roller coaster right now. We all are. But the thing that is consistent, the one consistent thing about Bull is when given minutes, more often than once every 3 months, bro looks good. Oh, yeah, Vision. Definitely. Blop Blop said, let me be your Paul Heyman. I'm going to need a Paul Heyman. So let me ask you guys that understand wrestling a little bit better. Is Paul Heyman and people like that, is that just a situation where the wrestler has the body and the ability to be a wrestler that could be big, but they're not good with the mic. Is that why they bring in a Paul Heyman to be like, look, you don't worry about the mic. You're obviously terrible at cutting promos. We'll have a guy walk you around and cut promos for you. I know, Brady. It's just the thing about Bull, Brady, is like he must be terrible in practice. He must show up late. He must show up high. He must not give good effort in practice. And then the coach says, I ain't rewarding that with minutes. So, yeah, we want him to play, man. We want him to play. Congrats to your Blazers, by the way. They're taking off. It's always heartwarming to see somebody get out of the slums like the way we were when we got out. But be prepared for this, Brady. Be prepared for this. Everybody's going to love you now because you guys are getting good, and they like that. But if you guys stay good and get too good, everybody's going to turn on you. Just be watching for that. For the Blazers. Rodriguez says Bull and Nick looking good out there. I agree. You got a real man center out there in Nick Richards and who can actually protect the rim, and then Bull comes down to make things different and change shots, make things not as easy for these freaking tip drill rim runs that they've got. Michael says managers are old school. Yeah, I just wonder if that's what it was about, like, because Brock Lesnar, I've been watching some old Brock Lesnar stuff from when he was like 25 years old and first got to WWE. And he was trash on the microphone. I think he got better, but he was trash. Big Bad Brad says Bull just doesn't make enough. Doesn't make enough what? Threes, buckets, plays? You think it's money. If you think this is about money. I don't think it's about money at all, bro. Like, we're a team full of minimum deals and have been for seasons. Like, we have to play our minimums if they're the best option. But, we still don't. Rodriguez says The Rock on the mic. Rodriguez, I've been going back and watching like The Rock versus Stone Cold. Let me see if I can find this channel. I want to tell you guys about this channel. You guys probably will all laugh at me and be like, "Yeah, we know about that channel," because it's big. It's like TH something. Anyway, they cut up like storylines. TH14. TH14. If you're into wrestling, or say like you don't like wrestling now, but you used to like it when you were a kid, check out the channel TH14. He cuts up like old promos, and like you get to see all the beef between The Rock and Stone Cold between like a year, like everything that led up to like a SummerSlam event or something like that. So it's like an hour of just them on the mic and wrestling and stuff. It's pretty dope. Code said facts, Gabe. It happened to the Suns, Memphis, and the Wolves. If you don't when the fans turn on them. Well, I'm talking about like from other teams. I actually mean from other teams, like Brady. Fans from other teams like me here saying, "Hey man, congratulations." That's going to turn on you at some point. That's going to put you in a situation where if you guys win too much, they're going to hate you. They're going to want the worst for you. They're going to be wishing injuries on you. They're going to be down talking Scoot. They're going to be doing all kinds of shit like that. That's how they be. Damn. Jackson Hayes with a two-handed block off the backboard. I'm looking for a girlfriend, and I'm passing out VIPs right now. I'm looking for a girlfriend. To go to the movies with me. And to have sex. And to go to the movies with me. Let's see here. Almost everybody. Ernesto, here you go. Trey 5, I remember you don't need it because you're a real man. Malik, give me a second. Game's almost back, too. They're just showing the highlights. That's what they always do before the game comes back. Flashback to the Suns early this season, huh?
Let's go the beginning. Throw it up. Big. To another big. To the point guard. You guys got to cross.
Don't box out. And if anyone shoots a three, don't guard it, okay? Bull, go back to the locker room. I don't want you even involved in this. Plumlee, can I hold your nuts real quick? No, we'll do that later, Plumlee, but get out there. You're the main focus of this team from now on.
Good, here we go.
Oh, good job, guys. Let's go. Hey, Nurk, I promise I won't turn on you.
Get organized. Talk.
Power move. Get more random. More random. That's not random enough. Start breakdancing mid-play. There you go.
You're in the trail, Brad. Trail, Brad.
Book, you should be doing the worm in the corner right now. That's the crux of my offense. I've turned on Bud. Clearly I've heel turned. I feel bad about it. I don't want to hate Bud. I feel like he's giving me no choice. He can win me back over if he starts playing these guys more often. If he starts playing Bull more and Monte more and Plumlee less, but he'll never play Plumlee less. You know it, Jeremy. You know he sneaks a peek of that plum dong. You know? Seriously, Zambuki, like, help us love you. Like, another reason why I want more people to play than just the 8 that Bud plays is because I feel like you can use it as a negotiating tool with your players to get them to box out and guard the 3. It's like, hey, it's like, Coach, why are my minutes down? Oh, funny you should ask. Let me show you this clip real quick of you never boxing out and you never guarding the 3-point line. So I just thought you didn't want to be out there. Oh, you would rather play over D-Lee? Oh, okay. Go out there and show me that you can box out. Go out there and show me that you can guard the 3-point line, that you're not going to get lost under screens and refuse to go out and run your hand in their face. Like, it's useful for that, but Bud doesn't even use the little bit of leverage that he has.
Early in this one, he has a season high at 7 points. What has he been able to provide you coming off the bench?
Yeah, he gave us great minutes, a great lift, a lot of energy, active, a lot of length, trying to participate in rebounding. You know, if he doesn't block a shot, he's changing a shot because of his
yes,
length. So
JL, it's funny.
Really
It's like exactly the same situation.
Aside, Devin Booker
even worse, because Vogel didn't play Eubanks like this. He didn't play him over the better starters. He just never gave up on him
Book's obviously
like we wanted him to.
I'm sure he's going to get more attention. You know, whether he gets blitzed or not, we're just going to have to play with the pass and keep driving the ball, kicking it, sharing it, and getting more threes in the air.
Chad, thank you so much.
Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Amanda. And yeah, look, 3 turnovers in that first half.
Damn, Malik, I thought I gave you a VIP. Let me find you one here.
Continue and keep that down. Then, as you see, the field goal attempts are going to be close. And I'll put this Suns team, even without KD and Brad Beal on the floor, I'll give them the edge if they can do that.
All right, guys, Tyus bringing the ball up.
In field goal attempts.
Kicks it to Royce. Suns got this game tied. See how the third quarter goes. Book. Getting a screen from Goose. Gets doubled. Tries to pass through the double and gets stolen. Hold that thought. Slapped out of bounds. Still Suns ball.
Great example of what Chad was just talking about because they brought the double team to both.
Yeah, like that's one of the things that Vogel did do right for a little while at least. He would put KD in there and say, hey, I know you're not KD. Sorry, he would put Bull in there. He'd say, I know you're not KD, but do what KD does. See if you can do it. And sometimes he did. Tyus, corner 3 at the buzzer. Thank you, Tyus. 2:36 watching, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, please, now is the perfect time to do so for your boy. Collins, floater, walks through Royce. Royce hurts his hand on the play. He's shaking it. It is his non-shooting hand, thank God. Tyus to the rack. Gets ripped. They kick it up to Collins. He's going to yam out, but Royce slaps the shit out of that ball out of bounds. Royce is like, wants a review, says he's got all ball. I don't know if this is the time you review. Bud's going to review it.
But Mark Davis, the trailing official, called it a foul on O'Neal, and Royce quick with a finger wag. Get a green light special. Suns with a challenge.
Yeah, it seemed like the ball went right down toward the floor, which make it seem like he did get all ball.
All right, going back to a quick commercial. Michael McEwen with the rare usage of the Tyus emoji. I bet you I have emojis I need to get rid of now, right? I probably need to get rid of Nurks at least. We gotta get a Nick Richards one in here. We gotta get one. I'm gonna take. I don't think I ever made a Plumlee, but we gotta make one for Plumlee that's like take out Plumlee. I think that'll do well. Hello. Sorry. Lost me train of thought. You says, like, why is Bud so uptight with the lineup? Yeah, I don't know. That's not one of the things that I was told about him when we first got him. What I was told about him negatively, positively, I was told that his offense is always really good. He's like great at teaching and running offense. But I heard that when it comes to defensive adjustments, not only will he not make them, he can't make them. He can't and won't. Like, a team could run the same play on us 50 times in a row, and he would not be able to scheme up a way to stop it, which is scary. You know? Trustworthy Collect says, I just cashed Booker under 43 points. Wild line. Ooh, I mean, he was cooking real early, and he's got, like, the bulk of our points. So, did you take his under, or you cashed out already? Like you just took your money and ran? Because you think he's going to get 43. Let's go, Mandy. I love this hoodie. I love this logo. I love the Valley logo that they have. I don't feel like we're getting enough use out of those jerseys, though. Just placed 20, took under to return 40. Okay.
Suns challenge the call that was ruled a foul on Royce O'Neal.
Wow.
And it is deemed a successful challenge.
Yeah, he blocked the shit out of that. Great defense, Royce. Is what we talk about when we say Royce is a good defender. He's great at getting steals and helping block shots like that, man. He's just so underrated.
My man Mark. He kind of guessed on that one.
Tyus pulls a contested three. Line drive, no good. Nick Rich can't handle the rebound. Kessler ends up with it. He kicks it to Fathead Collier. Pick and roll. Pocket pass. Wow, good defense, Nick Rich. Good defense, Nick Rich. Stops Kessler's lefty lay. They push the ball up to Tyus in the corner. He thought about it. He gets it to Royce, over to Book. Book to the rack. Pulls up. Gets a foul on the wrist. That flick it out of wrist. The wrist from my Haluk. And one.
Mikhaili will pick up the
What's up, Asahi?
Okay, he slapped his arm after he shot it. Again.
Code, you like those? I know which ones you're talking about, the throwbacks. And they use the Valley, obviously, instead of it.
No blood, no foul, right?
Yeah, those are pretty clean, too.
Here is Collier.
Collier, going to get a screen. Nope, going to kick it to Collins. Back to Collier. He'll pull, pump. Euro, lefty scoop, no good. But the big-ass center, Kessler, right there to dunk it home. Book. Pick and roll, pull. Ah, no good. That's a heat check if I've ever seen one. Collier, full speed ahead, gets it stolen. Book pushes up to Royce, back to Nick Rich. Woo! Fouled by Markkanen. Richards goes down. What up, Diego? You just missed Sundo. He's got the flu, he thinks. And he's got to work in the morning, so we let him off the hook.
Ready yourself to get hit, but keep that concentration to get that and one.
First free throw attempt of the night for Nick.
So he's got 25 and he's 9 for 14. He's been really efficient.
There's our friend
Toasty, that's going to be the story all year. We're going to have to start winning if we want to keep him around. I really believe that could fix it, but, you know.
Featured on the broadcast, post your photo with the hashtag CouchSideFan.
Diego, you ain't lying. Collier, screen from Collins, kicks it to Collins, pulls the three, in. Damn! Royce was all over that, but just a hair late to block it. Tyus to Book. Book, pick and roll with Nick Richards. Back to Tyus. Tyus into the corner. Royce pump fake. Royce going to reset. Get it over here to Goose. Goose with the pass fake. Goose over to Richards! He tried to punch, but Kessler ain't fuckwittable. Okay, I'll use that word. Royce rips another dunk out of somebody's hands. They kick it to Haluk for the three, and he hits. Book to Goose for the open deep three. Yum, yum, no good. Nick Richards in the post. Wisely kicks it out to Tyus. Let's not try Kessler again, and then Jones throws a bad pass. Collier, alley-oopski to Markkanen. Call a timeout, bud. We need one. Please. Please? Thank you, bud.
Timeout, Phoenix. As the Jazz have raced back in front.
Yipes.
Well, what it can do is offensive glass opportunity.
Great alley-oop from Collier. Really nice. I mean,
every time when the Suns do it.
Markkanen went up and grabbed that ting. Markkanen is a guy, I'll just say again, I wish the Suns could get their grubby little mitts on at some point. Spray Muse says, put Bowl in, we win. Bowl's been playing good. I'm sure he's going to be back out there. He definitely earned second half minutes. No question. Asahi, my reaction to the Luka trade is that it was rigged for the Lakers, 100%. No one's going to convince me it wasn't. Found out today that the Mavs, and this is a conspiracy that will probably be proven true at some point, that the Mavs ownership, their new ownership, does not care about basketball. They care about gambling. They're a casino. Like, casinos is where they made their wealth. They're trying to put themselves in a position where they can hold the team over the city's head, over the state's head. They're trying to get gambling legalized in Texas so that they can open up the first casino in Texas in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And if they're not getting the votes for that, which they have not been able to secure so far, in 2 years when the vote comes back up, They're going to say, we're moving the Mavs. And they don't want – the Mavs are too good. They've been too good for them to pull something like that off. They need the fans to hate them. They need the fans to stop showing up. They need their jersey sales to go down. They need an excuse in 2 years to pull that team out of Dallas. Like, we all hate Dallas because they're a rival or whatnot, but let's keep it a buck. The Mavs, they're a big, real, classic NBA brand. How do you rip that out of Dallas? It seems unthinkable. They're doing it. You know?
Ultra aggressive, getting to his spots.
Also, the Lakers probably won't be great now, but their future is their future timeline's completely reset now with Luka.
Have to step up to get them out of what they want to do so it can unleash Devin some more.
Suns at a 4-point lead, and then the Jazz have busted out an 8-0.
Grayson inbounding, looking for Book in the post. Get it to Book. Deflected by Markkanen. They're so tall and long, man. Jeez.
Then you got to break the play. Like, you just can't stay there. You got to make yourself available and get the ball.
Richards to Tyus. Back to Book. Book. Step back. Midi is good. Beautiful. Hot Book.
But again, he is the only Sun scorer in double figures. Jazz, meanwhile, have 4 players in double figures. Collins, Markkanen,
Collier, guarded by Tyus. Screen from Collins. They switch.
Has a new career high in assists already with 13.
Collier over to Collins. Hop step. Nick Richards was there to beat the brakes off of that shot. And Collins wisely clutches and draws a foul.
Collins is so good, he can hang up in the air an extra couple of millimeters up a second, like K-Ray can, to get the contact.
Yeah, Rodriguez, I like him. I think he's made himself into a good shooter, too, which really makes him a threat. Not just a dunker anymore, you know. I didn't see that, Mona.
I started to come down there and show you a couple things.
I didn't hear that.
No, Eddie.
I'm just curious what it is you would show me. I was just, you know.
I thought you were a little stiff when you were jumping.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, you weren't loose when you were jumping up there. You were a bit stiff.
Wasn't fluid. Okay, got it.
Free throw's good for Collins.
I'll work on the fluidity next time.
Tyus, screen from Richards.
Collins gives
kicks it to Royce. Over to Grayson. Back to Royson. Damn it, in and out. That three was looking Gucci.
26 from beyond the arc tonight.
Collier, downhill, left-handed. Fouled by Tyus. He stopped a layup. Good question, guys. Where is Dunn? Wino Dunn.
He turns that corner.
Yeah.
Chianti coming in.
Right there quickly.
And the double-double Monday, 16 points, 11 assists, and 11 was his
DC says Cody Martin is better than Tyus. Really? You really feel that way? No judgment, just asking.
Yeah, that's why I say make him shoot the ball.
Markkanen got Allen on him, backing him down. Good double from Book, but Markkanen's too tall. Shoots right over the tippy top of him. Tyus, nice little tween dribble. Royce over to Goose. Good from 3. Let's go. Catch up. 68-71 alley-oop to Kessler. I don't know why Kessler didn't go up for that. He just mistimed it. Nick Richards with the big Nick energy on defense. Book to the Riznak. What a pass. Woo! Woo!
That was a tough pass. They hit him right in the hands.
Woo!
He was going to take it right to the basket because Kessler was behind him.
I am delivered.
Wow. Kessler, easy dunk.
From behind by Collins, right into the hands of Kessler, and every one of his buckets.
That pass from Booker was insane.
He's got 12 and 12 now.
Book getting a screen from Richards, takes it, going to the rack, kicks it to Royce, over to Goose, in the corner, Goosey. No good, Richards with the tip in. Yeah! Got blocked, got fouled by your boy. Kessler. Is Richards wearing those books? Because he's making them look good. He's making me want to buy a pair.
Nick Richards doing to Kessler what they're doing to him, and just right there you can just tell.
Yeah, Richards.
He's got his arm up under him, he's pushing him away.
310 watching. 310 watching the Suns come back to take this game over. He's got 4 blocks, guys. 4 blocks.
Looked like you back at the dinner line when somebody was trying to reach in on your little snack plate.
Yeah.
Man.
Don't mess with my food. As I continue to eat Sheila Simpson.
Hit them both, baby. Got him.
I'm glad you admitted it. I was about to say.
Collier. Guarded by Tyus. Here comes the screen. He goes under. Collier shoots a 3. No good. Kessler to Collins. Collins blocked by Royce from behind. Could have called a foul there, not going to lie. I feel like that was a little bit of goose for 3. No good. Nick Richards over the top. Gets it to Royce. Save it. Royce over the Book. Pass it, Book. Pass it. Goose. Pump fake. Goose. Alley-oop!
And Nick brings the boom. Going to the Jazz.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
Phoenix run. Richards flirting with another double.
George screen from Kessler. No good. Fouled. Going to the line. Yeah, but Mona, we started, the second quarter down 10. It was 30-20. Like, I was kind of worried we weren't going to be able to get back in it. And so far, no meltdown in the third.
Let Nick go get it. Don't throw it where Kessler could have got a fingertip on.
Yeah, and again, with
free throw's good. Damn it! Derek Chauvin Plumlee's coming into the game. Fuck. I know, Euphoria. As soon as I said it, I felt bad. But 10-10 for Nick Richards. Already. Free throw's good. Plumlee kicks it into Tyus. Book off the screen. Back to Tyus. He'll take it. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Tyus looking good.
And the Suns starting to find their offensive rhythm.
Yes, they are. You know why they're finding their offensive rhythm? Because we've got Tyus actually playing a little bit more point guard and Booker playing a little bit more 2 guard. Who would have known? Who would have known that when you're eating soup, it's better to eat soup with a spoon and not a fork or a knife? Sure, you can do it, but why? Are you retarded? Is that why you're eating soup with a knife? What happened to Oso, says Euphoria. Well, you got Plumlee. All right. Coach does not like him yet. Juan says 45, 10, and 5 for Book today. You think he's really pulling Dad off? He could. He's on pace, but 45 might be a little much. It just depends on. I mean, and him going 1 for 4 for 3. He's not hot yet for 3. That could keep his points down a little bit if he can't start hitting them. Because he's going to take more. UConn Drew said OKC would be up by 30 already. Yeah, but I mean, we also don't have Beal and Durant. So if OKC was up by 30 and we don't have Beal and Durant, I can live with that. I hope so too, Mello. I hope Nick Richards is as well.
Starts in a Suns uniform. Averaging right around 9.5 points, 10 rebounds.
Potter to Markkanen. George going to back it out to the half court. Ooh, beautiful step back. God damn. Bol gets a rebound over Walker Kessler. Why? Because he's 7'2" and long as Fook. Plumlee. Tyus with the little lay. Bumped. Shut up, Collier. He ran into your gigantic planet-sized head. Going to the line.
Collier will pick up his second. Tyus at the free throw line. Suns are 13 of 15 tonight.
DC, don't even start. DC, are you really a Cody Martin stan? DC. I hope you're right. I hope Cody Martin is a clear better player than Tyus. We will see. We shall see with 31 games to go after this.
We know he can score. Yeah. Like I've always said about Bobo, if he wants to get more minutes, we know he can score. But
Chianti bringing it up. Kicks it to gigantic White. Kessler blocked or just missed. Good D Plum. Book off to the races. Going to pull up after stumbling, bumbling, and hits the three. This is not a third quarter meltdown. This is a third quarter glow up.
Which has become almost commonplace against the Jazz for Devin Booker.
Mihaluk to God, they're all so hard to keep their names right. Kessler to Chianti, no good. Book another three, no good. Plum Dog catches it, kicks it back to Goosey. Goose to Tyus. Goose says, "Bitch, I'll shoot." Miss. Chianti board. Micah Potter, baseline, out to Markkanen, corner three, right over the top of Tyus because he's just too small. I mean, it's not even really defense when you're 7 foot. You got a 6'2" guy trying to stop you. Plumlee, great pass, Plumlee. Great pass from Tyus to Grayson. God damn, that was beautiful. Ted Cruz with the three. George. Floater. Wow, that is pretty.
16th pick overall out of Baylor.
Tyus, two book. Screen coming from Plum. Doesn't take it. Now he does. You got Bowl. Now you got a little sky hook available too. No good. Plumlee gets the board. Out to Tyus. Over to Goose. Goose to the rack. Goose right scoop layup. No good. We got an elbow to the back of the head of Markkanen from Plum Dog. Markkanen goes down.
Well, Devin off the run here, and you just knew he was going to pull up. He looked around to see if there's anybody there.
Beautiful shot from Book.
Has no problem. And then Grayson knocking it down. So Suns have a good rhythm here. They just got to maintain it, right? It's not going to be a...
Well, Spray Mace, SGA isn't the problem of why Book didn't have a good game against SGA. It's not like he was out there and he's like, "Oh no, there's SGA, I'll clamp up." No. They have the #1 defense in at least 5 different categories. So of course they're able to clamp up better than the Jazz. The Suns have a trash defense. That's why SGA can bust for 50. Damn. Filipowski, nice floater. Right over Plum.
Averaging 18 minutes a game, 6 points, 4.5.
Monty Morris. Got Mihaluk guarding him. Someone set him a screen. Here's Ryan Dunn finally allowed to play. Sets him a screen. They get it to Book. 8 seconds at the logo with Markkanen on him. 6 seconds. Crosses his ass up. Drops it to Plum Dog. Plum Dog going to the line. He had no chance of hitting that, but he is going to go to the line.
Plumlee kind of outthought himself there. He had to dunk on the front side of the rim. He didn't have to go reverse. I know he likes that reverse over the head dunk. But right there, right over the front of the rim, he had it.
Only shooting 61%.
Free throw good for Plum.
In the first. Reminder, give BuzzRx a shot and save up to 80% on your prescriptions. Find discounts at buzzrx.com/Suns. Front end of a back-to-back for Phoenix. Coming off of
what do you mean, Chris Stu?
4-game road trip. They'll play host to the Denver Nuggets here tomorrow night. Nuggets already
Keontae to Mykhailiuk. Over to Filipowski. Backdoor cut. Mykhailiuk with the yam. Fouled by Dunn, but at least he stopped the dunk.
Flush it down, but is able to draw the contact. And we'll get him to the free throw line. Ryan Dunn will pick up the personal.
Coach, you feel like Cody Martin's a good defender?
You know, when you're playing that weak side, you almost got to have the mentality of a free safety, right?
But I don't know that the love is gone. I mean, it is interesting to think that Kevin Durant was truly happy in Phoenix despite the losing and didn't have any intentions of going anywhere. That's kind of a bad thing that we might have nudged in the wrong direction, right?
Then you wouldn't do that because you'd rather them get the 2 instead of getting the 3. But you really got to have that
free throw, back iron, nope. Oh, popped around, nope. Damn it! This ball wants to be in Utah's hands. I'm not even mad about the offensive rebounds sometimes here because the ball is just flubbering to them. Mykhailiuk over to Filipowski. Slaps the corner 3. He's white for a reason, people. He can shoot. Morris looking for Book. Gets it to Book in the corner. Book kicks it out to Bowl. Nice pass to Monty. Monty floater from the free throw line, and he hits. Bowl with the nice assist.
So you're going to get the best look of anyone on the weak side.
George to Filipowski. Gets it to Collins. A little tween pull up in Bowl's face, and he hits it. Damn, Collins can shoot, man. I hear you, Al. I hear you. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the Suns really didn't do him that dirty. They allowed him to say no to a trade and say, okay, cool, you want to be here, you're here. I just don't see how that's the end of the world. Yeah, that was definitely, he stepped across. Thank you, ref. Thank you, ref. Thank you, Book, for calling it out. Potter stepped over the line as he was passing it. Shut up, Potter.
And Devin caught it. Devin caught it right away. You take the ball out and you get control. No, that's turnover. That's just fumble hand.
Book, lefty lay is blocked off the backboard by the high jumping Collins. Mykhailiuk, pump fake. He got done. He got you in the air, bruh. Don't jump. Stop trying to block everything. Go hands up. Make him miss.
Put him back at the free throw line. And for Ryan, that'll be his 3rd personal.
I agree, Toasty. It really is. I just hate that we don't have point guards out there 50% of the time.
That he can block everybody's shot. And that's not always the case at this level. He's going to learn that. And guys are going to
so, Mona, would you say that the Dallas front office betrayed Luka? Because I'd say they did. I'd say they betrayed their fans. I think betraying KD would have been sending him somewhere where they were going to get the best package, no questions asked. We're not asking you if you want to go. We don't care if you don't want to go to Golden State. You're there. You know what I mean? Like sending him somewhere for a good package without asking or letting him veto it. That's betrayal. That's betrayal. They just did their I call it due diligence. Done, corner 3. Hell yeah! That shit looked good, and it was over Micah Potter, who's long as fook.
If the Suns can end this quarter with a good stop here and then give themselves about 8 seconds.
Keontae. Screen from Collins. Hezzy kicks it back to Collins. Open 3. Late run out from Plum, and Plum was hand down, man down. They get the rebound. Keontae going to get the last shot. Suns up 5. Book guarding. Mykhailiuk screen. Now he's got Morris on him. Little Hezzy, blow by. Floater blocked by Bobo. Butt'll see that and be like, nope, too athletic. Don't like it. Nope.
Put 40 on the scoreboard in the 3rd. And take a 5-point lead into the 4th here inside.
Now, back to the KD thing. So, 2 things can be true. I don't think it was a betrayal. but they could have done better. Better would have been coming to him first. And I said it during our live stream yesterday during the trade deadline. The way to go about it would have been, Kevin, can we talk to you for a second? Okay. We don't want to trade you. We hope you're happy here. You didn't re-sign, so we're just wondering, are you inclined, at least inclined, to re-sign with us if the money's right? And the money will be right. We will take care of you, of course. Do you want out? Because we're getting all these calls. We're not winning. We're curious as to how you feel. Are you upset about the fact that we are 50, 50-50, we're 500 on the season? We've won 25 and lost 25. Are you okay with grinding and continuing here, or do you want to go somewhere where you can win right now? Pretty much guaranteed. If you tell us don't trade me, we'll just shut everything down. Instead of coming to him after and doing that. So that's why I don't like our front office anymore. Nobody likes our front office anymore. Like, I appreciate Ishbia's willingness to spend, but I'm kind of not that sold on James Jones anymore. And nobody likes Bartelstein. He's just got that look. I hate to be that guy. He's just got that look of like, he looks like a Nepo baby. You know what I mean? Like, bro's never touched a basketball. I feel confident saying that. I don't feel like he knows that much about basketball. I feel like his dad is friends with Ishbia, so he gets a job. I don't know. You guys tell me. 95-90, fourth quarter underway. Plumlee out there to start the fourth, of course.
Bullseye from beyond the arc in that third, 7 of 15 after going 7 of 21.
Brandon, that's a great question, man. Things could be better. They could have ended up not being good, but we all just wanted either Monty or Ayton, but they fucked that up by letting Monty go first and then Ayton asked out on top of it, so we never got to see either. Filipowski 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound Book, we're off to the races. Myhaluk behind Book. He gets tripled and ripped. Get rid of it sooner! Collins with the yam out on the fast break. He looks like Boss Baby all grown up.
Yep, that's what that was. I gave you two.
Collins over to Juzang. Juzang to Collins. Hand off to Collier. Done guarding. He gets downhill. Damn, Collier is fast. He kicks to a wide open Myhaluk. Filipowski with the dunk in and one.
Gets the bucket. And we'll get to the free throw line with a three-point opportunity.
Filipowski, he got the tip dunk. But that's not the issue. The issue is allowing Collier to continue to get in the paint. Because that will never have been there. Like, Collier, let's see if he can make jump shots. I mean, we know what he's trying to do. So he's got to do a better job than just putting their body on him.
Ooh, Bobo with the rebound on the missed free throw. Let's go. Let's extend this lead from 3.
Missing the free throw.
Morris to Book. Book gonna pull a contested deep 3, and he hits it. Wowee! What does he have? 37. Damn, and he's feeling it in the fourth. Let's go.
7 assists, 5 rebounds.
Oh my gosh. That's a bad defensive play by Morris and Bull. Both of them thought the other guy was gonna defend there. And Collier just walks to the rack for a lefty lay. Book, pick and roll, doubled. Nope, here comes the double. Kicks it out to Bull in the corner. Hello! My guy, Bull. My guy, Bull. My guy, Bull.
Bull dropping in the triple. He's got 10.
Come on, show it. Show it.
By 7.
Bull. Out there, wait. Bull for 3.
What's he got? 11? 10.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Y'all can get louder. Let's go!
I should probably turn off Mr. Worldwide. Actually, I have no idea if that's Pitbull. It's likely not. Come on. So do you guys think, what the fook, mate? You guys think, because I'm pretty concerned. I feel like there's no shot in hell Bol plays next game when Kevin Durant comes back, or whenever Durant and Beal are back. You know. Apologize, folks, for the dead air. Is everybody in playback taken care of? Anybody need 3 buckets? Are you good? You're a real man that's got your own VIP, right? If not, let me know. I'll hook you up.
Learn more at CarMax.com.
They got a big lineup. Move the ball. Be definitive. Don't try to overpass it. Just make the correct pass and let the hockey assist happen. That's right. That's how the Suns are going to continue control of this game. Look, Devin's got the hot hand. They got a
Johnny Juzang bringing the ball up.
He's got to be ready to catch the ball and do the right thing.
Kicks it to Collier.
Not necessarily be a shot for you, but just a good decision.
Over to Juzang, stolen by Book. Shoot it, Book. Why shouldn't you shoot it after all? Over to Bowl little bitty, Bowl little bitty. Can't be stopped, baby.
The confidence that Book, knowing that all eyes defensively are on him, feeding his teammates now.
Well, and Bo's a great target.
12 for Bowl off the bench. Continues to build on a season high.
Collins, midi, no good. Ryan Dunn runs in there and snags that ting.
That's the mentality that you got to have. Make it definitive.
Plumlee with the dribble handoff now.
Book, thinking about it, blows by Mihail and hits the high arcing scoop. Layup off the backboard. 39-9-5, bro. You were dead on with your Booker prediction. Holy cannoli. Mikhailuk, no good.
Do some late night banking. Sorry, banks are closed.
Bull stops, drops off, misses. Ryan Dunn almost tipped it in. Juzang, no good, Zang. Filipowski catches it, throws it out to no good. Filipowski gets that shit beaten by Derek Chauvin. Out of bounds. Jazz ball.
I think like Utah's fatiguing a little bit, and Suns need to continue to take advantage of it. The Bobo with the defense. This is what gains you minutes, right? And Bobo can continue playing like this. You got to believe he'll get that opportunity.
Yeah, that's 3 blocks on the night for Bowl.
Yo,
the Suns have 14
people on Twitter hate Tyus Jones, by the way. It's crazy. Sensabaugh, no good.
No, long rebound Jones.
Tyus with the ball. pushes it up to the corner to Bull. He'll take a contested three. Oh, my God, it just burly rolled out. Dang.
Had he been able to connect on that one. Here is Collier, though. He has been Bull blocks the shit out of that. Plumlee, go run for the ball, you bozo. What are you doing? Collier going baseline. Kicks it out to Ju Zhang over to Filipowski. Shoots that three. No good. Book with the rebound. Slapped last by Collier. Please. No. Off a Book. Out of bounds. Their ball. So another opportunity here for the Jazz. They'll sit down. 21 minutes, 6 rebounds, 2 points. Richards, though, checks in. 10 and 10. Deontay George on the floor on the inbound to Sensabaugh.
George to Sensabaugh. Uses that Sensa body to body Grayson in the paint. Hits a nice little backboard midi. Tyus.
Hands all over Tyus.
Gets it to Book.
Gets the defensive assignment on number 1.
Over to Bull. Open three. Oh, my gosh. That almost wedgied. He's cold. He cold now. Oh, my God. Are you okay, Grayson? We got a head-to-head collision. Grayson, I will not be surprised if Grayson has his face rearranged.
Holding his forehead, and Allen took the brunt of that one.
That's going to be Grayson's second concussion of the season. No, I don't want to see it. Go! Bro got lifted. He got hit in the face. His entire body came up off the ground.
Hey, Grayson already sidelined this
Is he
season
bleeding?
for a few games with a concussion.
Yeah, but I think it was more chin than anything, and mouth, which, in a sense, kind of protected him.
Fook, bro.
Time out of the floor.
I had something like that happen to me in rec league. I had to go to the ER and get my lips sewn up. It was really crazy. The noise that it made. I ran into a guy's deltoid. I ran into him right here. Full speed. Busted my lip, bro. I mean, oh, it was terrible. Guy, yeah. Yeah, or he got trucked, bro. He got lifted up into the air like a Tekken character going to the ground after getting uppercutted. Yikes. Last thing I want is him out, getting cold again, getting rusty. What's up, Love Yourself? It's tough, Love Yourself, when it's just me, no Sundo. I can't really pay attention. I got 2 chats I'm paying attention to. Every 5 seconds I get somebody saying, VIP, VIP, VIP. It's rough. I don't know, DC. It wouldn't surprise me. My tooth got rearranged. One of my front teeth got like it was loose, and it kind of like overlapped the other one for a while. And I busted the shit out of my lip. I'm shocked his lip ain't bleeding. He got more chin and lip. Code said, did you see the cheerleader that keeps messing up? No. Which one? What she look like? I could see Grayson continuing to play if he's not bleeding. I even shot my own free throws on the play and then went to the ER. I was like, let me get my points real quick.
For the game tonight, what a great gift put together by the organization. The headset, if you've not heard, and how fitting, the headset, the final headset worn by the great Al McCoy. And you see, as the all-time scoring leader, those who held the mark previously. He's added 39 more to that total tonight. 9 assists, 5 rebounds.
Well, again,
Tyus
it's going to be tough for anybody
to Book. Book, pump. Book, pump. Kicks back out to Tyus. Pick and roll with Book. Gets it back to him. They're doubling every chance they get. He kicks it to Book. Over to Royce. Open in the corner. Royce, no good. Royce, you got to make him pay, Royce. George steps into a 3. No good. Nick Richards with the big boy rebound. He kicks it back to Book.
Boy, after a slow start, Nick's really done a nice job.
Screen from Richards. Book gonna take it. Shoot that 3. No good. And Nick Richards, who set the screen, gets to the rim and gets a dunk in. How? Wow.
When he first got to the Suns, that stood out. It's in a great flow.
Lauri Markkanen for 3. No good. Richards on the board. Book pulls up in the midi area and hits. He's hot. He's hot. He's hot. Okay? He's hot to trot. 41. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha type shit. George. Screen. Floater. No good. Left it short. Richards with the board again. Got an elbow into the ribs. No call. Tyus to Book. Pick and roll. Book at the elbow. Gets to the other side. Running hook. Alley-oop to... Ah! He tried to throw him. I think he tried to throw him an alley-oop off the backboard. That was fancy.
Right there, up in the air, and so up in the air.
Man.
Make Richards go to jam it in. Plenty of time left. Can't relax here. Got to finish the job.
Well,
George to Markkanen. Over to Sensabaugh. Back to Markkanen. Baseline. Passes it to Juzang in the corner. He hits the 3.
They put 44 on the Warriors in that cover behind win.
Tyus to Book. Screen from Nick. Nick and roll. Fadeaway midi from Book. No good. Ryan Dunn almost saved it. Juzang off to the races. Oh, my God. Ryan Dunn almost beat that shot, but he was just a step late.
Devin's going to stay in. He's got to, somebody else has to step
Yeah, Code. How you feeling about this version of Book? Code. Sundo's not here. You can feel free to speak the truth. Tyus pick and roll.
Getting ready to check back in. Tyus.
Baseline Tyus loses it, saves it at the last second to Ryan Dunn. Dunn finds Royce 5 seconds. No need to rush, boys. Tyus corner contested 3, no good. Kessler gets the rebound and kicks it over to Sensabaugh, who pushes it up to Keontae George. Gonna Euro to the rack over Richards. A lucky bounce and an and one. They're gonna say he caught him with the body.
Call the foul on Richards.
Let's see if it was a push off on George. I mean, just a little bit of contact. Bull back into the game in crunch time. My goodness.
Mason Plumlee is going to check back in here.
Damn it. Richards out of the game, and they're putting Plum back in. What the hell?
George perfect from the line. He's got 18
free throws
now.
good.
26 minutes. And just
Tyus
like
bringing it up. Screen from Book, and he kicks it to Book. Juzang guarding at half court.
They don't have any team foul. So
screen from Plum. Book, crossover, pump, over to Plum. Plum, you're supposed to give it right back, you stupid bozo! Book had his hand up and everything. He gives it to Plum, and he goes, hey, give it right back now. Plumlee goes, I got a better idea.
He's got to trust somebody else to make a shot here. They're loading up.
No, he doesn't. He really doesn't. It doesn't have to be Plumlee.
That's why I like the substitution of Bobo back in the game.
Juzang will take a seat as they'll bring Collier on the floor now with George. So now you've got
No, bro. Jorge, not Bud's daughter, just Bud.
Yeah, and Tyus has to stay in front of him.
Collier, 13 assists. He's cooled off with his second half.
Collins going to be left alone, wide open for three, and he'll hit it because he's a shooter. God damn it. Bull went under the screen, and he should have stayed over the top.
I understand why he would. But the way he's knocking down that shot.
Timeout.
Collins with 21, and he's got 3 made threes, an 11-0 Utah run. And it's
An 11-0 Utah run, guys. And Plumlee's in the game just in time to make sure that gets stretched at. Mello says, Bull in. We're winning. All right. Code, yeah. My hopium for that, Code, like my hopes and prayers is that if Bull could play more, he could learn the defensive rotations that he's supposed to do and get better. Make less mistakes, less lapses in judgment on defense if he's out there more. But he never plays, man. Woo! Sun's up 2. Starting a little mini meltdown here in the fourth. That's what I would do, Euphoria. What does he have? Does he have 5? We cannot afford to have Plumlee in there instead of him.
And the trust factor has to be there.
Suns scored 40 in that third quarter, but they have cooled off significantly here in this fourth.
Grayson's out, says Pac-Man.
11-0 Utah run, and they plan right.
No, Gray's back, baby. Gray's back, Pac. Tyus to Book. Book working on George. Turnaround, fade away. No good. Damn it. No rebound because Nick Richards isn't out there. Collier, screen from Markkanen. He's got Goose guarding. Kicks it to Markkanen. Backing down Book at the free throw line. Turnaround. Oh, it didn't drop, but it almost did, and he is going to the line. While he's at the free throw line, please give me a second. I need to go grab some coffee because your boy done run dry. Normally, Sundo would be here for you to gawk at, so just look at his pecs down there till I get back.
Collier running into Booker with a nice switch. Gets back to the right hand, floats it up and in. We're tied at 111.
Yeah, he's just been in there all night long, and now it's starting to wreak havoc. We got him a rest, and he's in there fresh.
13-0 run here by the Jazz. O'Neal sets up Allen. Touch pass. Jones from the corner. Yes.
A Goosey 3? I missed a Goose 3? Let's go. Collier into the corner. George no good. Damn it. Long rebound goes straight to Markkanen. Collier, scoop layup, little finger roll. God damn it. I wish he would have hit the finger roll because they got a put back and an and one. Damn.
So again, the Suns are small right now, and they have their 3 big guys out there on the floor.
424 watching, guys. We're going down to the wire now. Help us out, please. Hit that like button. We'll get a rush of people in here for the end of the game.
16 rebounds for Kessler. Made the big clutch plays on defense.
This stream, it's not a real commercial, but I like them so much. This stream's brought to you by Stoke Cold Brew Coffee, all right? Get the espresso blend, black. Don't put any creamer in it.
2 late blocks. As he completes the three-point play, Kessler a 53% free throw shooter, but makes his only one of the nights.
Tyus with the ball. Oh, they're trying to get it to Book, and Collier fouls him before he can get the ball.
So Suns are in the bonus now.
Ooh, final boss, Roy Maivia, 199 dono. I am here, so there's no need to fear, boys. What up, Roy? Plumlee, over to Tyus. Over to Book.
Be ready to shoot the ball.
Book to Tyus. Tyus, no good. Grayson, the longest tip out. It goes back behind half court. 14 seconds. Suns going to get a good shot here, hopefully. Book takes a pull-up three. No good. I could argue Plumlee got fouled, but no call here. Collier off to the races. The bro is so fast. He's so fast. Just outraced Book and Plumlee for a layup. Suns down 2. Thank you for the dono, though, Roy.
An 18-3 flurry here from the Jazz.
Tyus bringing it back out, gets it to Book. Book free throw line jumper is good. Needed it. Needed it. Needed it. What up, Red Eye?
If you're Tyus Jones, man, you got to get out and make sure that this guy stays out on the perimeter. He is picking the Suns apart.
Went for the steal, opens it up for George.
George no good, dunked in by the big bad Kessler. Why? Because Plumlee's in the game. Book gets it from Tyus. He's got George guarding him at the logo. Book, Hezzy, kicks to Goose. Deep three, Goosey, goo. It rattled in and out. Plumlee goes down to the ground hard. Suns down 2 with 20 seconds to go. They are running the clock out. They've got
Jazz leading by 2.
at 10 seconds. They're going to get close to the last shot. Shocked the Suns didn't foul. Collier, turnaround, fadeaway, dagger.
Timeout, Suns.
Dagger. Dagger. So, let's chat about this for a second. I don't want to say anything that's like too emotionally charged, you know? Meaning, I don't want to place what I don't want to do is I don't want to place all the blame on one decision, which was to play Plumlee in the most crucial points of the game instead of Nick Richards. However, that it really cost us in that last play. It really cost us the last couple of plays where they're grabbing these rebounds over us that they were not getting when Nick Richards was in there. And the putback dunk there and stuff. It's Swiss cheese defense with Plumlee out there, not Nick Richards. And Bud absolutely loves Plumlee enough to justify that. He's still got him out there. This is coaching malpractice, in my opinion. And Bud deserves to lose this game. Grayson in the corner has to take a fading three, which he hits. Oh my God, 1.2 seconds left in the game. Wow, I cannot believe Grayson hit that three.
Allen with his 5th made 3. Jazz will call the timeout to advance.
Wow, man. Matt says fake comeback. Yeah, I mean, essentially, in a way, it's a fake comeback, but there's just not enough time left.
Good defense.
Collier hit an insane shot. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. I can't be mad at him for that.
The whole entire game. Yeah. You never kept him out of the paint, and I just felt that it was.
Be Calm See Clearly says broken. Be Calm See Clearly Hardy. $2 dono. Thank you, Be Calm.
1.2. I mean, you can foul quickly. It's going to take it maybe to 0.6.
Blop Blop says Bud is a stubborn dumbass.
Tough situation.
Yeah, world peace. I think I'd be happy with both of those things. I'm ready to turn it over to Fitzdale, to be honest.
After snapping an 8-game losing streak. They dropped 9 straight to the Suns.
Beetlejuice 199 dono says I need Bud to put in his 2 weeks after tonight. If only. If only. Oh my gosh. CMS, yep. Richards has 14 and 12, and coach won't put him back in the game.
Mikhailiuk will trigger the inbound.
Yeah. You're not lying, Blop. That's an insta foul. They tackle Markkanen out of bounds.
That burns off 4/10.
So if you're the Jazz, you make the first free throw here, and then you miss the second. And then the game's over, am I right?
The Suns are arguing that too much time came off the clock. It was a 1.2, so I'm not sure 4/10 of a second would seem about right with a touch of the basketball.
I don't even know how to describe this loss.
He'll probably make the second.
I don't even know how to describe it.
Make the first one and miss the second. I mean, because it'll be hard to get the rebound and call a timeout.
Yeah, Booker is trying to ask Mark Davis, can't you take a look to confirm? And they believe there is no.
We're out here hoping they're gonna give us a couple tenths. Okay, they give us 1/10 of a second back on the clock. Thank you guys, thank you. So here comes Lauri's first three. It's good.
Yeah, he's gonna miss. Yeah, I would be shocked.
Oh, now we put Nick Richards back in the game. So Bud does know that he's good for rebounds. Interessante.
You see a couple of bucket getters the Suns would love to have tonight.
Second free throw, he made it. He made it.
Markkanen,
I'm shocked,
makes the free throw and gives the Suns a timeout and an opportunity to advance back to the final .9.
Wow. Well, as soon as this game comes back from commercial, I'm going to have to ignore the chat. My apologies. 1-9. Oh, my gosh. Adam says inbound to Goose. Yeah, dude. Goose, Royce, or Book. I trust all three of those guys to take this last shot. Coach says, I never blame the coach, but this game is definitely on Bud's coaching. Like, that's what I just don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, our players didn't do anything wrong. It was all coaching. But it's like, bro, you had one job at the end of the game. Keep Nick Richards in there. I understand not having him in for like a minute or two to like keep him from getting a foul for the end of the game. That's when that's why you pull him out, to save him for the end. Why pull him out of the game and keep him from getting 6 fouls if you're not going to put him in, you stupid bitch? I need to calm down because I'm starting to lose it.
Catch it with your back to the back.
Here we go.
So, defensively, that's what they're going to try to make.
0.9 seconds on the clock. Royce, please just give us a break. God. Royce. Oh my God, they found Goose. Anybody who ever talks shit about Grayson Allen, I want answers. I want apologies from anybody who ever talks shit about Grayson Allen. Now!
I think that would count. soon as it touched his hands, he let it go. Watch it. Oh, please. Plenty of time.
It was just to the right of us, and having seen that shot come off his hands so many times, you knew it would cure almost the moment that is left his fingertips.
Well, and that's why, and you know, look, not for me to second guess a last-second situation with a coach, because Will Hardy's done a tremendous job coaching.
That boy's bad.
That was a mistake. Like, it's .9 left. If you're Laurie Marketing, you missed that free throw. Suns would probably have, even if they got it, there's probably 4. Like, to me, you just gave the Suns enough time to be able to do what they did.
Well, and lending even more credence to that, it'd be one thing if the Suns were out of timeouts and they had to inbound from underneath their basket.
Right.
But
that was crazy. Why wouldn't they just miss that shot, dude? That is nuts.
So, how about the pass from Royce O'Neal?
Yeah, the pass. Yeah, that deserves some praise as well. Golly, what a pass. What a play drawn up. And what a good decision to give it to Goose. Whoever called that in the chat, good job.
To get one separation from the defender and then be able to get in his position at the three-point line. He didn't throw it inside the three where Grayson would have to grab it and step back. He made sure he threw it behind the three-point line, and he threw it high enough to give Grayson an opportunity to get his feet set.
That was nuts, man. Like, I'm legit shocked.
That is the magnificence of that out-of-bounds play. It doesn't work if he throws it inside the three or if he throws a line drive. Because if he throws the line drive, then Grayson doesn't get much separation from the defender. So, I mean, that was a well-executed play. That's why I say, with some people, you want to take the ball out of bounds, and others you don't. Because
bro, Alex, how about that shit is just as good as that Valley-oop pass. Zambuki with the 199 says Grayson Allen, Viva Mexico. Thank you, Zambuki. We got overtime, folks. Wait till Sundo wakes up and sees that highlight. For real, DC, I literally prayed for that.
How this game is going right now with the theatrics at the end.
Yeah, and there may have been some fans that were right at the
Plum Dog jumping versus Kessler. Why is Nick Richards not in the game, dude? What is this shit? Bro, Bud is the bitch.
With the Suns defensively, you got to do something with Collier. He has dominated this game.
Grayson over to Book, into the corner to Tyus. Back to Book. Still got a game to play, boys. Book doubled, gets it to Goose. He'll take another three and he'll slap that shit because he's him. Okay?
Feed the hot hand. Yeah, he started 0 of 4, 1 of 8. He's now
Marking in three. In and out. Rebound Tyus. Slow it down. Nah. Okay? Book. To Tyus. Over to Royce for three. Yowza, no good.
Rebound Kessler. His 20th rebound of the night.
Kessler with the rebound.
Up the floor now to Collier. He has been the problem. Trying to get baseline. Feeding Markkanen. Allen goes for the steal.
Oh, boy.
Body into Plumlee, who played it straight up.
Grayson with the rebound.
Suns don't have to take threes. Like, play basketball. You got a three-point lead.
Book over to Goose, same spot, bounce pass to Plum. He finds Royce, he finds Book, he finds Gray, Gray finds Book. 5 seconds and we've gone nowhere with it. Book gonna have to bail us out with a circus shot, and he does. He does. Give me 50 tonight, Book. Give me 5 more. That shit was Kobe. Collier. Screen from Kessler. Pump. Passes it to Collins. Good D. Royce. Royce slaps that shit free. Plumlee gets on the ground for it. Can't get it. George, deep three. Air ball at the buzzer. Slow it down now. Okay.
Right now for the Suns, but again, they know they were up a ton, and they went on a 13-0 run to even go to the point where they had a 4-point lead. So you can't relax here. Learn your lesson.
Grayson
a book over to Royce, and that looked good. It is not. Plum Dog slaps it back out, and Grayson saves it. 2:38 on the clock, 12 seconds on the shot. Over to Royce, your third try in overtime, and that one he hits. Beal looks super happy. Oso looks happy. Vibe shift, vibe shift. I don't care if it's against Utah, okay? Don't care. Marking into the rack. Ripped. Royce with it. Give it to Book. He gives it to Tyus. Tyus back to Goose. Back to Tyus. Open corner. No good. That would have been the dagger. They throw it up to Collier. He gets an open three, and he connects. 125-130. This game is not over. Get back in it.
Don't have to rush anything. Like, the clock is your enemy. And so, yeah, that shot might be appealing, but it's not that appealing with 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Right. Yeah, you'd like to get something going to the basket.
Grayson, downhill, stops and kicks it to Royce. Is he hot now? He is! Suns don't have any shooters. Suns don't have any shooters.
137 here in overtime. Collier looking for another three.
What now? What are they going to say now about our shooters? Book. Bringing it up. Slow it down now. Suns up 8.
47 going on 48 minutes.
And trust me, he's not tired.
Book. Crosses up, marking in. 4 seconds, pulls a deep three. Why would you? That was insanity. I mean, it was not even close to a hit. That's what we get. We waste all the time on the clock to take a logo three that doesn't even hit the rim. Marketing, backing down Book. Bumps, fades from the mid-range, no good. Royce with the rebound. Utah looks like they might have finally run out of steam. Grayson with the ball.
Burns the clock here. George extends the defense. Gets a switch with
Grayson. Kicks it down to Book. Turnaround fadeaway midi. No good. Kessler with it. They kick it up to Collier. Collier alley-oop to Collins. He's almost out of bounds, though, and he scores easily over Plumlee. Suns better win this game because I'm so sick of Bud. I'm so sick of Bud.
NBA basketball is crazy, but the only reason it's crazy is that 24-second shot clock and the ability to move the ball up three-quarter court when you call a timeout. Like, that's what makes this game extremely exciting.
Book from Grayson. Book going to the line if they're in the bonus, which we are.
.45, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, 8th double-double of the season for Booker. 49 minutes.
Book getting the MVP chance now.
Fittingly, on a night he was honored as the franchise all-time leading scorer. And here's some of those MVP chants. Adds 2 more.
Markkanen.
Markkanen tied up.
Stepping through, kicking it out to the corner. Collins, corner 3, no good. Grayson with the rebound.
Will miraculously
And the Suns somehow, with .9 on the clock in the fourth, get the win. KD looks happy. KD dapping everybody up. Vibe shift a little bit. Beautiful.
135-127 overtime win.
And could turn out to be the biggest win that propels them. Doing it without Kevin Durant, without Bradley Beal. Devin having to just play.
Actually played. Bull. What a win. Keep it locked here, guys. We got the Booker interview coming up right now, I believe. And I'll play that for you guys. Let's listen to what Book has to say. Hit that like if you haven't. What a momentous win. One of the funnest, if not the funnest wins of the night. Oh, they're going to talk to Grayson. Beautiful.
Are you with Grayson Allen? D-Lee, you said you had something to say.
Boy, good right there.
Grayson, 7 made threes for you tonight, including the one that mattered the most, sending the game into overtime. .1 left on the clock. How confident were you that that was going in?
Right after Coach drew up the play, Royce pointed to the court. He's like, I'm going to lead you and throw it right there. And he threw a great pass, threw it right where he said he was going to, and thankfully it went in.
We saw your reaction, the team's reaction. What do you make of just the reaction from the crowd to the arena, everyone standing on their feet?
I'm glad they stuck with us. We got down at the end there, but we still believed we had a chance, and they were cheering us on, and thankfully we made 2 big shots, took it overtime, and got the win.
And another important question, you took a really hard hit to the face. How's your face feeling?
It's good. It took a while for my mouth to stop bleeding, but thankfully I was able to get back out there.
Grayson, thank you so much.
Forgot, man. That's after he took that concussive shot to the head. You know, that is insane. I think he still would have got the shot off, even with it just being .8. Crowd feeling it. Vibes are back. We got a 199 dono from Roy. Says we won. Bud needs to stop using his dildo Plumlee. Interesting choice of words from Roy. Just finishing firing off a tweet here real quick. 1 second. Because I feel like Budenholzer tried to lose that game. Lost to Utah. If you guys think we're the laughing stock of the NBA before, what would we have been after an L like that today? It would have been bad. Okay? Mona says we even won with Bud's CTE. All right, let me go back here and check these donuts here. We got Rookie Bear, $2 basketball. He doesn't get to play, but Plumlee does. Ryan Dunn is having his career erased, his rookie season erased right in front of us by Budenholzer. So, right? And they pull him with 5-6 minutes left. Doesn't put him back in the game at all, and then doesn't put him in the that's actually you're trying to lose. Considering how great Nick Richards was playing, that's like trying to lose. I'm not sure Bud isn't undercover. I mean, isn't it crazy that in a fun, exciting win like that, we could all unanimously agree that we hate Coach Bud? That's how bad of a coaching malpractice clinic he just put on. Roy says, I thought Vogel's rotations were worse, but it seems Bud makes it abysmal. I mean, James says, hire Becky Ham. Spraymay says he did beat us in the finals. I don't know, man. I'm not really believing that these days anymore. I don't really believe that. I believe that Giannis turning into a 7-foot Michael Jordan that couldn't be stopped, who also turned into Steve Kerr at the fucking free throw line. Bro hit 18 out of 19 free throws and had 50-point triple doubles to beat us. That was not Bud. That was not Bud. You know, that, like, did Bud win us this game? Hell no. Grayson Allen won us this game. Devin Booker won us this game. Mo Dizzle said, bro, this man Plumlee had 30 minutes, 2 points, and 6 rebounds, and he was a plus 17. So, like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe Bud only cares about plus minus. You know, maybe that's what it is. Nick Richards somehow is a minus 10 when he gave us way better stats. 4 blocks, for God's sakes. He wasn't just gobbling up rebounds with 14. Tonight was a night where he could have got 20 rebounds again. 12 points, I don't even care about the points. If he had played more, he definitely would have got 15. We would have been looking at a monster like 17 and 20 game from Nick Richards. No, the 4 blocks weren't enough. The 5 offensive rebounds weren't enough. Okay, he got almost as many offensive rebounds as Plumlee had total. Like, I don't want to keep complaining. I want to be excited about this game. Let's just put a pin in this and let's all just agree, or you can tell me I'm wrong in the chat. Bud sucks. And Bud be making crazy decisions with lineups. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the good things. Grayson Allen goes out with what we thought was going to be a concussion, comes back in and saves our asses with 3 threes. One to make us down 1. Then they inexplicably decided to make both free throws. The one to tie it up and send us into overtime. And then as soon as overtime starts, he hits another deep 3 on the other side. Grayson Allen, thank you. Thank you on behalf of Devin Booker, who had almost a 50-burger. He needed somebody to help, and it was you, bro. Thank you. What are the Suns like? 2-7 this season or something like that when they don't have 2 of the big 3 in? Like, we don't win often like this, and you guys saw why. Tyus, 4 for 13. I guess it's, you know, okay, the 4 for 11, 6 assists. Somehow his little ass grabbed 6 rebounds and scored 16 for us. But Royce O'Neal, also really good. His threes mattered. Sometimes they don't. They really mattered. His 4 for 11 was greatly appreciated. And look at Grayson, 50%, 7 for 14. How about we get Grayson Allen 10-plus threes a game, please? I think he can hit 4 a game if he's shooting 10 a game. And that's being, you know, generous. Ted Offensive says Bull looked solid. His rebounding is real. His rebounding and also, what did he have? 3 blocked shots. What do you know, bud? You got a 7-footer who can stretch the floor. Okay, he went 2 for 5 from 3, 5 for 8 total. What do you know? You got a 7-foot. He don't play no defense. No one plays defense, you dumb son of a B. No one plays defense. You're gonna hold it against the 7'2" stretch big who can block shots and help on the boards. You stupid bitch. I gotta calm down. All right, we won this game. Psychohawk says even Vogel knew to play Bull sometimes, but he didn't want to. He had to be forced into it, basically. World Peace says Bud only trusts Plum Dog, and it's true. How can you not, going by the hot hand theory, at least continue to put Nick Richards in there? How can you do that? How can you see what Richards was giving you tonight and not put him in? How many fouls did Richards? It better have been 5. If it was anything less than 5. Is this right? Whoa. Nick Richards had 2 fouls? Is that a typo? Let me get this straight. Nick Richards is on pace for a 2020 game with 4 blocks already in the bank, and you put Plumlee in there for 7 more minutes than him total, guys, help me to understand. Help me to understand. And if the answer is that plus minus is most important, there's a differential of 27 plus minus there. So I'm willing to hear that argument out. I'm not saying I'm going to agree with it. But I would love it if somebody could explain this to me. I'm sure they're going to ask Bud in the press conference coming up here. So hold tight for that. Maybe we get these answers together. Thomas Weed Train 420 says Richards and Bull would be very good. They looked terrific out there together. I know it's Utah, but still, we went up against a tall team, and that lineup worked. I want more of that going forward. I have zero faith that Bud will play those 2 players together when Durant and Beal come back to the lineup. Zero faith. Does anyone have more than zero faith? Tell me why I should have more. Kiwi says it must be his cardio. I mean, but Nick Richards has been, Nick Richards wasn't injured when we got him from Charlotte. He was playing with Charlotte. He came here. He played right away. He didn't sit out for a week or a month. His cardio should be no different than Plumlee. And if Nick Richards with bad cardio, quote unquote, is giving you 12, 14, and 4, leave him out there until he can't make it up the court. You know what I'm saying? Rodriguez says, Gabe, don't forget we have a new player coming in. 2 new players. We got Cody Martin and Vasamicic. And you're right. That's probably just going to push those guys, Bull, even further into the abyss. Dusty says Plumlee is the son Bud always wanted. Completely agree. Concho says it's the DEI. Exactly. Thought DEI was over with in this country. I guess not. 5 minutes at the most, says Mo Dizzle. Are you talking about for Bull? No, Bull will get 0 minutes. Bull didn't get any minutes before this. If Bud was wise, he'd see what Bull did today and say, you know what? We might have an interesting wrinkle. I know you show up to practice and I don't like the way you practice and everything, but when you're out there, I can actually use you. Let's get you out there for 8 minutes game. Nope. Not going to happen. Rookie says Bull did great tonight. If only we saw him make 1 shot. Ooh, Bud.
Was he for you guys, especially sending that game into overtime?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm going to pee, but I'm still listening.
Shots, I think, 3 in a row, 2 to finish the regulation and then the first one to start overtime. So, scoring that first basket in overtime can be important sometimes. So, nice run, incredible run by Grayson there.
Coach, when you draw up a play like that, I'm just curious, maybe what was the thought of getting him that loop around to be able to get that look? Maybe just take me through how you came up with that play.
No, I mean, it's just you're trying to find some space for a shooter. The pass, it's you can never underestimate how important the guy making the pass. Royce has just put it right on the money. The screens, that attention to detail. Credit to Grayson, Royce, Book. Those guys executed well.
Curious there, obviously they got back in it at the end there to make it where you had to have that 3. Went small there. Maybe what was the thinking when the Jazz were big and obviously were getting their way on the board?
Well, I mean, Royce started the game. Royce played a lot of minutes. Royce made a lot of big shots. That's kind of our lineup, with the group we got right now. I thought Bol did help us a ton. His rebounding, shot blocking, he made some shots. So, but, trust Royce with Grayson and Book and Tyus and a 5. So I think that's given, our group, that's probably our closing group.
Coach, season high 47 points for Book. Obviously played a ton of minutes, played 49 tonight. What did you see in terms of his performance kind of driving you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he made so many plays. I think the 11 assists, stand out to me too. There was a couple times where, high-level passes, high-level reads, finding shooters on the weak side, trusting the pass against the shift. In 47, it's impressive. I think, he wanted this game in a big way.
Then obviously you made some changes to the rotation. What kind of made you go with Mason Plumlee down the stretch over?
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, those guys have kind of been, alternating.
They shouldn't be
5 or 6 minute stretches, and
they shouldn't be.
Sometimes it's just a gut feel at the end, and
your gut's wrong.
Mason's familiarity with what
we don't care about his familiarity
down the stretch.
It isn't important down the
they
stretch.
Both made a lot of plays, both Nick.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Hey, Mike, we were sitting in here like 5 hours.
Fucking
ago,
unbelievable, man.
Mood.
The cognitive dissonance is insane. The mental gymnastics that this dude is pulling right now.
Close game, and guys make big shots, guys make plays for each other. They're battling. It's a good win for us. You got to win some close ones, and we just got to get ready to go to work tomorrow again. And I think the guys are in a good place.
Coach, I was curious with your time growing up here if you remember Rex Chapman's shot against the Sonics, a very similar looking play.
I told Rex that was like the carbon copy. I don't think Grayson has the leg kick, but yes, I remember the shot. I see the picture in the dentist office when I go to the dentist.
I believe it was 0.8 seconds after the foul, and then they got a tenth of a second added. Did you lobby for that? Did it look like Devin was lobbying for it first? Maybe just take me through that conversation to lobby to get maybe more time.
Yeah, I mean, I think, for sure Devin's there. Devin, I think has the respect of the officials and is on top of everything. I'm doing my best from the other end of the court. I don't want to be greedy, but I think it should have been 1.2. I mean, we basically fouled him while the ball was in the air. So, I think 0.9 was at a minimum. We needed every one of those tenths of a second. So, Book's on it. Credit to the officials for changing it. We think it could have been even more.
Coach, with the struggles that you guys have had against teams with youth, length, and athleticism, is this the reason why you put Bol in to play so many minutes tonight, being that you guys were shorthanded?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think both. Shorthanded. Without Brad and KD, two guys who chew up a lot of minutes, who play a ton in the rotation, and so I think Damian Lee got an opportunity, Bol got an opportunity. Ryan, I think, is still kind of he's fighting through. So those three guys all off the bench, found their spots to help us, and but Bol was great tonight. All right, thank you guys.
So, to hear his answer, his answer lines up with exactly what I have been telling you guys is the reasoning. And I heard it from Kellen Olson. So I'm not trying to take credit. I'll give the credit to Kellen Olson. So if you guys don't watch their show on YouTube, you should. AZ Sports. It's like the radio show or whatever, but anywho's it's. The reason why is because he trusts Plumlee more than he trusts Nick Richards. Plumlee has more time in the offense. He's been with the team longer. He knows the sets better. Like, that's an understandable thing, right? Like, if you guys have ever played basketball, that the way to get on a coach's good side is to learn those plays and to have them trust you when running plays. Me, I was a dum-dum. I had a hard time learning and retaining plays, and I didn't like the structured nature of basketball. I just wanted to go out there and do, just play like within the flow of the game without that many plays. I was that's why I didn't go anywhere. That's why my career was stunted. So I get it. But when they're so clearly having different games during the game and Nick Richards is so clearly a better option, that's when you just throw, like, you're telling me that you don't trust Nick Richards, but he's out there dominating. Like, there's something else there that Bud's not telling us, which is I like Plumlee more. I not only like him more, I trust him more. I don't trust Nick Richards. And it's like, how can you not see what we see? How can you not trust him more than Plumlee? It makes no sense, man. It's just, I hope that it changes at some point throughout the year. Mac says Plum can't score. To be 150% honest, Nick Richards isn't that great of a scorer. I think he's a little bit better than Plumlee, but it's not about that, man. It's about the fact that he doesn't get pushed around. He actually boxes out. He gets rebounds at a rate that Plumlee just doesn't. And that's what was killing us. Also, he had 4 blocks. Okay, he was rejecting shit. He was protecting the rim. All that goes out the window when you swap him out for Plum. And the fact that he never brought Richards back in is like, dude, what are you trying to lose this game to prove a point? Would you rather lose than play the correct players because you're trying to prove a point to them about something? Like, I hate this dude right now. However, got to be completely honest about that drawn up play. Great play. That's the good and the bad with Bud. I guess he can draw up a play. Matt says, well, Bud is a coach not known for adjusting. You get what you get. Phoenix Sun Show says, I swear Bud has a crush on Plumlee. It's something, man. It is something else. But once again, let's try to focus on the positive, all right? This was a good win. Let's go to Devin Booker, 18 of 33. It's a lot of shots, but, it was good. It was good. I think his percentage is still good, probably, with 18 for 33. 3 for 10, couldn't really hit many threes. He was cold all game. I remember when he was 1 for 4. And then he shot 6 more and only made 1. So he would, made 2. So he went 1 for 3 and 1 for 3 after that. Jeebus says this is going to make Richards resentful going forward, probably. Like, how is this whitey playing over me? I don't know if he'll make it about race, but how is this bum playing over me? He probably will end up feeling like that at some point. He just needs to keep learning the plays, I guess. Keep doing whatever it is that Bud likes from Plumlee, Maybe he needs to start doing more jump passes. Mona says, Gabe, did you see that Katie didn't dap Book, didn't even applaud him in his free throws? Noticing. I didn't notice that. Did anyone else feel like that? I'll have to go back and look at the end of the game. I wouldn't read too much into it. I can't imagine why those two would have any beef with each other. Of all the people. Code says 2K made Richards a 80 overall. That's pretty nice, man. I like that rating for him. I like that for him. So you thought the same thing, Code? Really? I wonder if that's going to be something that comes up on Twitter lately or upcoming. I wonder if people will start mentioning that on Twitter. Asia says, Gabe, you watching the Super Bowl? Probably not. I'm not going to lie. I didn't watch it last year until like the last 5 minutes. I've been checked out of the NFL, which I never, ever thought would happen to me. I was always the type of dude that watched every single Bears press conference, no matter who it was talking, and now I'm just been out because I hate them, you know. Oh, Matt, you might as well do it now because you know that's what's going to happen. We got the Nuggets next, which sounds like a definite loss, but we, for some reason, play pretty good against them every time we play them. So I'm hoping for that. That's my hope. If I were putting money down, I'd bet an L for the Suns, but I don't think it's within reason. You guys know I'll come into these games plenty of times and be like, no, we're losing today. This is a loss. And then it usually does happen. I'm rarely wrong with that, with those predictions. I think it's possible, especially if the Nuggets shoot poorly, if they have an off game. And, of course, you're going to need Durant and Beal or one of the two, preferably Durant, coming back. Code, don't you feel like Nurkic stopped killing Joker? He used to put up a good fight versus Joker. And then I feel like even that stopped. You know what I mean? Outlaw says, games like this make me think Grayson just doesn't want to play in the three-point contest like last year. Well, also, I think him and Royce should have gotten an invite, but like we'll at least take one or the other. But I guess they just decide not to ever invite any Suns players. Right, Rookie? I mean, Nurkic used to play good against Joker sometimes, but I feel like that just went away. Jonesy says 12 points for Bol, way better than that Plumlee dude. Yes. And he won't play again. I'm certain. I'm not just saying that because I'm upset at Bud. I truly believe he will not play again until we have either a blowout loss, a blowout win, or injuries. You know? But it was interesting to me. If there's anything to go against that, it's the fact that Bud put him back in clutch time this game. Like, I would have thought he would have not trusted him enough to put him in during clutch time, but he did. So maybe he did feel a little differently after today's performance. I agree, Toasty. I really believe this, that you can get everything out of Plumlee that you're getting. I think you can get all of it and sometimes more from Oso, while killing two birds with one stone, also developing Oso. Here's Book after a 47 burger.
It just caught me at the right time of, great setup.
I'll shut up.
And good screens by the team.
And then just pregame the ceremony to honor you in front of the Valley. Your fans were there. And your family was there as well. Just what did that mean to you?
It meant a lot, having the history of this franchise all at center court and their family members, getting my family members, my mom and sister, out the background, get them to center court, just taking her all in. I always said I wanted to break the record at home, but, the ovation today and the love and support that was shown today, hit the same for me.
Devin, when you look at that play call for Grayson, just maybe take me through it from your end and seeing how that unfolded.
They definitely shower.
Play, by coach. We've drilled it. I think the last time we drilled it was training camp, and it's good to have at least ran it one time, so you can see what you're getting. And we knew they were switching everything, so it was going to be a situation where you might not have to set a screen on the person that's guarding Grayson, but kind of pull my own guy into me. Excellent pass by Royce over a 7-footer, and you know the rest.
And then lastly, obviously I saw you lobbying for more time. Coach was saying he thought it should have been 1.2, but maybe just take me through how your point of trying to get to the refs and say, hey, look, we need more time on that.
Yeah, I fouled when the ball was in the air, so it shouldn't have been more than 0.1 second off, and that matters. I've seen a lot of games in my time come down to 0.1 or 0.2 where somebody almost got a shot off, and You know, every millisecond counts. So, you know, I think I got 0.1 back. I think it was 0.8. They moved it to 0.9. We'll take it.
But going back to that last play, how important is the timing of that slip by Tyus? Because it looked like he kind of got Markkanen caught in no man's land for a second there.
Yeah, he curled me, and George was playing on top, and Markkanen was, you know, in a far chase for Grayson. So, you know, I didn't even really have to get him. I just stood in front of him, and, you know, the pass is probably the most impressive part, you know, to put it on time, on target from Royce. Probably, was it over? I didn't see it. Yeah, it was over the head. Probably soccer throw. So, you know, super impressive, executed.
How much do you weigh kind of, obviously the Jazz went on that run to take the lead there. How do you weigh closing better versus being able to actually get a momentum kind of win like that?
Yeah, we secure a few rebounds, and that game is put away. You know, we're giving them offensive rebounds, giving them second chance points, and then fouling after they get the offensive rebound for and one. So, you know, if we can just lock into not watching the ball when it goes and everybody just hit somebody and secure the rebound, we'd be in a better place.
Were you surprised that Laurie didn't miss the second one on purpose to run out the time?
Yeah, I thought he definitely was.
Second question is from the pregame ceremony. You pride yourself on being a historian, so do you go back and look at other footage besides Walters and the guys in the frame, like Gail Goodrich?
Yeah, that was my first time meeting Gail. He told me he was a fan. I've also done my research, so, you know, it's just unbelievable, man, to take it all in with the history of the franchise. And, you know, none of those guys were here recently. You know, that just shows you how far the history of this franchise goes back, and the respects are still paid for those guys, rightfully so. So, you know, I'll try my best to continue to do so by whatever way I can do it, whether it's through a shoe or, you know, talking in interviews like this, because they paved the way for me, they paved the way for this city, and they deserve the respect.
Two questions, Senator, on the historian that you are. That is basically the Rex shot, right? When you watch it, the pass where he caught it, the whole thing.
The Rex shot?
Rex Chapman, you remember the one against the Sonics when he?
That is it.
He say anything to any of the guys after you run into him or anything?
No,
like that?
I'm sure he will tomorrow. I'm sure he'll show Grayson some highlights.
And then I'm not sure if you're aware, but on Sunday, Hubie Brown is actually calling his last game at the age of 91. What has it meant for you to kind of get little interactions with him here and there, and growing up a basketball fan with his insight and his personality?
Yeah, true legend. The personality, like you said, you know, is second to none, and unbelievable career. You know, I'm sure everyone's going to pay the respects, rightfully so. And like you said, all the interactions that we've had in short passing, you know, I've paid my respects.
Hey, Devin. CJ Chattis, Burn City Sports. You guys are down by 4 or 5 seconds remaining. You know, fans starting to clear out, and obviously everything turns around. Grayson hits that 3. You guys go to overtime and you win it. What are the emotions kind of in those last few seconds of regulation going into overtime for you and just the guys in general? What are the emotions like for you guys as you head into that?
I mean, just the old-fashioned mindset, it's not over till it's over. Everybody was still locked in. Nobody dropped their heads. We went to the timeout, and, you know, we locked into the play call that coach drew up, and, you know, we executed at a high level. So, if anything, it's a lesson for us moving forward. If it comes to the playoff time where you have to steal a game, I remember when we did it versus the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals game 2, like, the game is truly never over, and, you know, you don't want to be on the other side of that. So it's a learning lesson both ways. Yep.
Next up will be Mason Plumlee, the all-star center for the Suns. Just kidding. I don't even think I would watch that. In fact, I know I wouldn't watch that. Mona, I don't know. I hope you're wrong. I'm just hoping you're wrong, Mona. I'm hoping you guys noticed wrong. I'm hoping that when the cameras weren't on them, they dapped each other up. You know? Ooh, bonus.
When the ball left your hands.
My beautiful goose.
It felt good right when I shot
Later,
it.
Chris.
And it was online, too, so I knew I had a chance as soon as it left my hands.
We talked about
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
We talked post game just about the response that you got from your teammates. What was it like in the locker room after this one?
It was a very happy locker room. It was not toxic at all.
Let's go.
That was a big win for us. I felt like we were really connected towards the end of that game. I mean, even the little things like that last play, Royce just telling me right before we went out there, like, just run to this spot. I'm going to throw it right there and knock it down. And that's what we needed to win that game.
Obviously, Grayson, you look at the play itself. Devin was saying you guys repped it in training camp to at least, you at least kind of knew, okay, this is how it could go.
Yeah.
But is that about as perfect as it could go, considering the limited number of times you guys had actually ran it?
Yeah, I mean, we script through a lot of end-of-game situations and run through a lot of end-of-game plays that some you never use in a whole season, some you use once. So the few times that we went through it, I think, helped. And I thought Royce obviously with a great pass, but then me and Book just creating a little confusion there on whether they switch or not on that flare. But yeah, I don't know. We might have walked through it once or twice months ago, maybe. But yeah, it worked out.
The other thing I had was obviously the three was necessary to tie the game, and then you hit a three coming out of the OT. How big was that to kind of get another run going? I believe you guys started the OT 8-0 run.
Yeah, we started the overtime very well. We created some really good looks. I think Royce knocked down 2 in overtime, right? We just created a lot of good looks offensively there, and Book had it going, obviously, so there's a lot of attention on him, and we were able to space and make plays off of that and knock down big shots.
Grayson, how is your face? Were you bleeding from the nose or the mouth, or what happened?
It was just I got hit in the chin, but my tooth went up into my lip, so I was bleeding a good bit. And then I had to make sure I wasn't seeing double and everything like that.
When you look at the way you guys were able to close out the game, but also the Jazz went on that run to kind of take the lead back, how do you weigh, the way you guys were able to get a good momentum kind of win versus closing a little bit better?
Yeah, we're going to have to maybe look at the film. I actually felt like we were really fighting for defensive rebounds and really boxing out and attacking the boards, and they just got some crazy lucky bounces, or unlucky for us, that went right into their hands, or they get an air ball, rebound, and one. Like, just some really unlucky stuff, and they hit some big shots too. So I think they deserve a little bit of credit for, willing themselves back into the game, and but we do need to hold that lead and close the game out better, and not rely on a final play call.
Grayson, I don't know if you've gotten to know Rex Chapman over the last 2 years with him here. I don't know if you're familiar. He hit like a very similar shot in the playoffs. Are you familiar with the shot at all?
No, I'm sure he'll send it to me.
Yeah, he probably will. It's actually from like the same exact spot on the floor, same pass, like the whole thing. What's the main thing you're focusing on once you turn the corner and realize like you're going to be open? What's the main thing in your head?
Well, in that situation, since it's a skip pass, it feels like there's a lot of time of the ball in the air before it gets to your hands, and I'm covering so much ground across the three-point line. The first box you're trying to check is feet behind the line, and then once you catch it, for a righty going to the right, you kind of feel a little freer that the guy's not going to block it, and just get the shot off and trust it. But going that way, I'd just say just making sure you're behind the line and getting that right shoulder around towards the rim.
It was one of those where you didn't dip. Let me stop.
Grayson, you've only been here a season and a half, but no other Suns player has as many games with at least 7 threes as you. You passed Rajah Bell tonight. That was your 8th. Just when you hear that, only being here that long, what goes through your mind?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I felt like I've been playing my best basketball in my career here. You know, I do think that playing with Brad, Kevin, Devin has brought out the best in me as a basketball player. I think someone said that they don't do that to their teammates, but I think I'm a very clear example that they do. I think that's a big part of it, and me being in my 6th and 7th year in the league, playing here now, and just think I'm a lot more comfortable in a good spot in the league, and feel very confident with every shot I take. But a lot of my threes are assisted, so I have got some really good teammates here, and they all give the ball up early, on time, on target, and I'm able to get some good looks up.
Grayson, it seems like you really relish in that moment when the game's on the line, the ball's in your hand. Do you enjoy that moment?
Yeah, for sure. I actually don't know if I have a NBA fourth quarter buzzer beater yet. That might be my first. But yeah, I mean, everyone loves to be in that moment. You get the final shot of the game and the chance to, in this case, put it into overtime, sometimes win the game. It's that's one of those things that I've done 1,000 times in the driveway, counting down in my head when I was a kid. So it's awesome to be able to do.
You know, you said that Book, playing with him and Brad and Kevin make you better. What does it feel like to be a part of this team and on the court when Devin hits that shot for being an all-time leading scorer? Or being on, with the team at least.
Yeah, that was a really cool moment. Yeah, it's something he's going to hold that record for a long time, if not forever. But he's outside of, obviously, you got to be deserving and score all the points to do it. But I feel like he's a very deserving person. He works hard, approaches the game the right way, and he's a great teammate, great guy to be around. So very happy for him. And when his career is all said and done, people are going to talk about him as being one of the great scorers of all time. So it's really cool to play with him.
They got my boy a Slurpee. Let's go. He needs to get a slurping, Mrs. Allen. But I'll leave that to you. I'm sure you know how to take care of your man. All right. Can I just say the Suns need, let's not talk about tomorrow quite yet, because tomorrow things going to be different. But tonight, the Suns Nation needed tonight. We needed it. We were on the edge. I mean, it would have been fun to have a blowout win, but an overtime comeback win like this, with all the feel-goods, no Beal, no Durant, and Book carries like old school Book used to could carry with 47 points, and our shooters shot, and don't the vibes feel great today? Now, those vibes are going to be gone. Sooner or later, they're going to be gone. They're going to come and go. Tomorrow, they're probably going to go. Or they could be at an all-time high if we beat the Nuggets. That would be almost like unrealistic how excited we would be. But all in all, we got 31 games left, and we're either 3 or 4 games, depending. We'll have to look at the standings. Let me pull them up right now. We're like 3 or 4 games behind the 6th seed right now with 31. I'm not saying that the Suns are going to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and end up with the 6th seed. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is the math checks out. The math allows for them to absolutely do that. the math lines up for that to be able to happen. So it's 26-25, and they are, so we're what, 3.5 games behind Minnesota to get out of y'all's play-in. Who knows what the Lakers are going to do? Are the Lakers going to be good right now because they've got Luka? Is it going to be an issue that Luka and LeBron do the same thing and they don't have their big anymore? But then again, they did get a good center, so they might be just fine. But the Rockets have been backsliding a little bit. They're on a 5-game losing streak. There's a lot of time for things to happen. I'm all for memeing this team. I'm all for bullying them to greatness. But at the end of the day, the math checks out. There's time. We don't have to jump off of a bridge yet together. We don't all have to chug, bleach together yet. There's so much time. Saul says, don't be afraid, Gabe. Say it, speak it into existence. Well, the reason, Saul, why I'm trying to pump the brakes is because this was Utah, a team that we've beaten the brakes off every time we've played them this season. I mean, they play us close, but we always win. And they're 12-36 going into this game. 12-37 going into this game. So I'm not trying to pound my chest and act like we did something tonight. It was fun. It was needed. But we'll be pounding our chests if we beat the Nuggets and if we can go on a win streak. But the reason why I'm worried, Saul, is because by now everybody knows the Suns have the toughest schedule left in the NBA. So we got our work cut out for us, ahead of us, for real. Ted says there are a few free agents the Suns should look at. D-Lee is not the guy anymore. I agree. I loved him, but he says I'd rather look at Chris Duarte. Absolutely, that's an upgrade. And Chris Duarte will actually make it off the bench a little bit. Kurt Ty says bull with a dozen. So nice. Pause. Jonesy says we live another game. Wow. Code says nah, he asked. Who's asked, Code? I've already forgotten who we're talking about. Saul says neither am I. I just want to be positive after yesterday's debacle. I get that. Oh, so Code's probably saying that Chris Duarte's ass. You think Chris Duarte? Do you think Chris Duarte's not better than Dabian Lee? Mac Tucker already got picked up. I think who took Tucker back? The Raptors? Diego says we would have 5 more wins if we played Bull more. Man, I might agree with that. So, Code, okay, so the Heat got him? Oh, I thought he went back to the Raptors. Are you sure about that? Matt says, with how ass the team is, playing Bull could have won us. Yeah, I agree. We need his height. We need his shooting. You guys know I'm the biggest Bull stan on Twitter. Say maybe half my followers like me because I'm always slurping Bull. Let's be honest. Code says we should go get Seti Osman or Dennis Smith Jr. Ugh, what are they, buyout candidates? Code, can you run past me what buyout candidates are available right now? Because we need to talk about that. Mac says Heat traded him to the Raptors. That's what I thought. Saul says Suns front office just sitting on their hands. No, Saul, I don't think they were sitting on their hands. I think they were frantically fapping, trying to find a way to get deals done, but they all fell through. And we lost everything we were trying to do. We lost to other teams. We lost Jimmy Butt. We lost him to the Warriors, and then everything else fell through. Kurt Ty says Cavs, Clippers. That's where I'm hearing for Simons as well. Sorry, Simmons, Kurt. Saul, that's an actual photo of Sundo. You know, it's just when he takes his shirt off, he goes through an incredible glow up. And he has that tat. He's got an American flag tatted on his upper body. It's crazy. He'll never show it because he's scared, but that's him. Diego says they weren't because they didn't make a trade. They weren't what? Sitting on their hands? Matt says you can't really blame the front office because of the CBA and Beal's no trade clause, but all of that was their fault in the first place. That's true. Meridista Forever says Beal comeback coming. Trust me. He looked really excited. He looked happy at the end of that game. Obviously, the win helps, but he knows he's staying in Phoenix. That's past. I hope that'll help him play a little bit more freely. He was already playing some great basketball the last 5 games of being a Sun, and me and Sundo both noticed it. He's really like looking like he doesn't mind being aggressive. Like he doesn't feel like, ooh, I should probably pass the ball because it's not my place. It's like, oh, I can do what I want. And it was working for him. Code says Bruce Brown and D'Lo are supposedly the big names on the buyout market. So the thing is, though, Code, we still have to abide by the second apron. And, like, we're not going to be able to sign just anyone. So doesn't Bruce Brown kind of seem like somebody, and D'Lo, seem like somebody who's probably making too much money? Same with Malcolm Brogdon, for us to be allowed to sign them. I got to figure that out. I got to talk to Torrey Jones, the greatest. All right? Or I know Eric would know too. Saul says, I'm good with Beal if he's okay coming off the bench. That's another thing we haven't really talked about. Like, he is taking his benching better. You know, he doesn't seem upset. He seems to really be doing it with a smile on his face. And I think he probably, reality has set in for him, and he's like, yeah, I think on this team that's what's best. However, if there's no Durant, I want him slid into the starting lineup. I don't like this whole we're gonna bring him off the bench no matter what. Like, why? Like, if we don't have the firepower in the starting lineup, put him in the starting lineup. That's fine. Like, treat him like he's a borderline starter, not like he's never worthy of a starting position, because that's just not true. Mac says trade Beal in the offseason. Who knows? Who knows if he'll even want that? If he still wants to stay, he's going to stay. He's made that perfectly clear. Yeah, Ted, I mean, there's a good argument to be made that Beal deserves to get back in the starting lineup over Tyus. The thing is, it's not about his play. It's not about, is he better than Tyus? He's always been better than Tyus. He always will be better than Tyus. That was never the question. The question was, is there enough basketballs on the court for a lineup to have that much shooting in the starting lineup together? And is it not just technically better for you if you move Beal to the bench so that he's staggered minutes-wise? He still gets to play the same amount of minutes, but it was never about talent. You know, it's about splitting up their time on the court. That's why if Durant's not there, I'm okay with Beal in the starting lineup, because he does deserve to be there. Saul says Suns need bigs, power forward, or center. You're saying Wendell Carter. Is Wendell Carter, or are you talking about in the offseason, or are you talking about buyouts? Because I don't think he's available right now, right? Epic Thunder says there will be more offers in the offseason, but Beal has a no-trade clause. True. Coach says Suns need size and athleticism. I mean, that's why I'm so happy they went with Bull tonight. I'm not saying he's the most athletic creature, but he is the siziest. You know? Mona says we need wings. I'm hoping we can draft a wing, baby. We did a good job drafting our last 2 wings. Tamani Kamara's playing his balls off. And Ryan Dunn, we all love Ryan Dunn. Wouldn't you love to get another player in the same vein as Ryan Dunn or Tamani Kamara? And we have a 2nd-round pick. Mike could grab another. You know? Saul says Carter was let go. If that's the case, I would also imagine that he falls outside of whatever the stipulation is that says we're not allowed to sign him. But I will look into it. I will. Mac says Washington wants Beal back. I know that, and maybe that will become a storyline. Like, maybe that'll be something that bubbles up towards the end of the year where it's like, hey, they had interest. Does he have any interest? Because it would almost be like a mean thing for him to say to the team that he told everybody, oh, I love you guys so much. I'm going to miss you. Thank you guys. Such a good city. I love this city. I grew up in this city. And it's like, oh, do you want to come back? Well, maybe he would consider it, but I don't know. I doubt it. Diego says, I don't think our future is that terrible. I don't think so either, because we have an owner that will move mountains and spend all the money he has to make us win. And that's something we never had before. Does it work? No, because he's not the greatest GM, but he's got the greatest pocketbooks you could ask for him to have. And that ain't nothing. Code said that Beal contract has us handcuffed. Yes, but as long as he's willing to come off the bench and give us 20 to 25 a night, I'm fine with it for 2 more years. You could have a worse situation. You could have had a DeAndre Ayton situation where he was getting a max and basically giving you nothing, especially versus Joker. Ted offensive. I mean, you're right. I mean, he thinks that we're stupid enough to believe that he ain't listening to Isaiah Thomas, but he is. Isaiah Thomas is probably wearing a suit that looks like Bartlestein. It's probably really him inside that fat suit. Rodriguez says, can we still get someone from the buyout? Yes, we can, but somebody up here was saying that they heard the Suns aren't looking to get anyone in the buyout market. That doesn't seem like the Suns. If someone's available, they'll find it. Matt says, who is the Aaron Gordon stopper on the Suns? Is there any? I think the best option for that will definitely be Ryan Dunn. We'll see how that plays out, though. Thank you, Kurt Ty. $5 dono says, rare form tonight, Gabe. Great job, guys. Thank you, man. Thanks for being here. Code says Daniel Tice just got waived. Yeah, Code, I've wanted him in years past. But, bro, is he not getting a little long in the tooth? Like, does he have anything to offer, do you think? I mean, I trust you if you think he does. Oh, Mona, KD Prime probably ain't got nothing to say on Twitter today. Mac says, yes, they said Suns will not sign anybody. Really? Mac, are you in the Discord? Can you link me to that, please? I want to read that. Appreciate you just watching. Rodriguez says he's another plum. Yeah, I just fear that he's getting old, Toasty says Goose loves the Suns. Yes, he does. I'm so glad we didn't end up getting rid of him. I didn't want to get rid of either him or Royce. It's just we didn't have any options. I'm glad that the Suns decided they were just going to stand pat and not let him go. Because him and Royce, they're just, I want to say irreplaceable, but they are. I don't think it gets acknowledged how much they help this team because this team doesn't win that much. But without them, we would be fried. We'd be right back in that spot where nobody off the bench could score, like when all we had was Landry Shamet giving us the occasional buckets. And remember when we were like needing Terrence Ross to give us occasional buckets? Yeah, Landon, that was pretty cool, right? Good on Grayson for doing that. Jonesy says Heat wanted Dunn. Is that true? Yes, and the Suns were not willing to add Dunn into the trade package to get Butler. I think that was the right move, but only time will tell. If he ends up blowing up next year like Tamani, we'll know we've made the right decision. Abdomus Prime says, do you think Bull, after what he did, will get more minutes? He could cook against taller players, kind of like Bull, DNP, what the F? He needs minutes, but as a joke, if he don't play Bull. I think that when the guys come back to the lineup, and somebody reminded me that, we've got 2 extra players now that we have to fit into the lineup. Unfortunately, I think Bud will ignore Bull until he needs to try him again, which will be he'll get to play during blowouts, losses, or wins, and he'll get to play when there's a lot of injuries. I just don't trust Bud. I don't trust Bud to make the right decision on that. Valley Boy says Plumlee got a hot wife. I would hope so, man. When you got money like that, you can usually have your pick of the litter. Turtle says, but we won't play him. Yeah. Valley Boy says Suns can't add anyone from the buyout market if they made more than $12 million in previous contract. Thank you, Valley Boys. That's very helpful information. I did not know the specifics. So see how that narrows it down, guys? Like, that's why you probably can't get D'Lo. That's why Malcolm Brogdon isn't addable. I'm really hopeful that the players get together next time there's a collective bargaining agreement and they say, listen, we got to negotiate this apron system out. Like, we let them put it in place, but we don't, this isn't good. Like, we don't have as much flexibility. We can't go where we want to go because our teams aren't allowed to send us. They can't aggregate stuff. We need to get aggregation back in this bitch. I hope the players feel that way. I hope they don't like it either, and they can negotiate their way out of it. Matt says, will we see Cody Martin against the Nuggets? He could be nice. Oof, I don't know. It would be nice to get him in there. Tomorrow's a back-to-back game. Today in my time zone. Today's a back-to-back game. Code says Josh Richardson got waived. He would be a perfect fit for us. So how much did Josh Richardson make on his contract, though? Should be under 12, right? Prime says, Matt, don't think he plays tomorrow. I think he makes his debut on the bench on Tuesday or Wednesday. That is back-to-back games, too. Yeah, I mean, Bud apparently really doesn't feel comfortable playing people that haven't been in his system for a while, so I can imagine he's going to slow roll that. Maybe try to get one practice in with him before. At least a shoot around where he can run them through some sets. Yeah, so many back-to-backs, Turtles. I feel like we didn't have very many back-to-backs in the front half of the season. Matt says, is Micic going to touch the floor? He's basically a poor man's Ricky Rubio. That'll be interesting, right? We're going to find out how much of the trade for Micic had to do with Bud. Because if Bud... Whoa, why did my camera go out? Because if Bud... If Bud don't want to play Micic, Bud ain't going to play Micic. I mean, he already has a hard enough time playing Monte Morris, who deserves minutes, as we all saw tonight. He's a good defender and everything like that. So it's like, if he's not playing Monte, I mean, maybe it's difficult because Micic was getting a decent amount of minutes and play for the Hornets because they're the Hornets. You know, we'll see what Bud does. I don't want to predict anything because I can't see into his brain. I can't predict what he'll do, except know that it's not what I want. Azul says, more than likely, Book literally played most of the second half and was absolutely gassed. Yeah, he was. But we needed him because we didn't have either of the other two guys, you know? Yeah, Vision, Pat Bev's in Israel, but again, like, I feel like we have the point guards that we need. I feel like we have enough at point guard that I don't need to bring him in. If we needed a point guard, I'd consider it, but I'm not really interested in Pat Bev. There's got to be a reason he's over in Tel Aviv. Code says Alex Len will definitely get bought out by Washington. It would be a good upgrade over Plumlee. I agree. That's not how Bud's going to feel. You would need to bring in Hakeem Olajuwon to rip Plum out of the lineup. Wrong. You'd need to grab Hakeem Olajuwon and Prime Shaq because Richards would just get played over by Plumlee like he does now. Alex Len coming back would be crazy. That would be a really weird blast from the past. If anybody doesn't remember, what did we take him? 5th one year? And that was a year where I don't think the draft was that strong. And people were like, legit? Alex Len might be the number 1 pick. He might be getting slept on. He should be the number 1 guy in this draft. And boy, oh boy, was that wrong. Valley Boy says, what if they signed Isaiah Thomas again? Man, I'd let Isaiah Thomas come here because he's such a good three-point shooter, and that's what our offense does. But you guys are already mad at Tyus Jones for being small and not being able to defend. It's way worse with Isaiah Thomas. There's nothing he can do about it. That's why he has to be such a potent shooter. Yeah, too small, but, you know. I hope he gets to play somewhere. Boy Singh says, get Dwight. And it's a comment that I've seen a couple of different times. And I just got to say, with Dwight Howard, I feel like Dwight is really, truly like the epitome of he'd be in the league if he had something to offer. I don't think 27 teams 2 years in a row, 3 years in a row are going to keep passing on Dwight Howard. It's just like Boogie Cousins. If Boogie Cousins had anything to offer, he'd be in the league. You know? Imagine if they did bring back Ish just because they need a big body. That would be hilarious. Code says they should have cut D. Lee and tried developing Jalen Bridges. Big agree, Code. Big agree. Saul says too old. Yeah. I mean, also another guy can't shoot anywhere from not basically touching the rim. Just like Plum Dog, just like Nick Richards, just like Oso. If we get a big in here, you know who I would bring back? I swear to God I'd bring him back. Oh, baby. Who do we got? Like, who's our most cuttable player on this team, do you guys think? Who's got a contract we could get rid of? Like, who could we cut? If you were going to cut one player on this team, who would it be? Throw some names out. D. Lee, okay? Okay. D. Lee, blop, blop, shut the hell up. How dare you? If I was Torrey Jones, I'd put you in a timeout, but I'm not man enough to put you in a timeout. Getting a lot of D. Lees. I would drop D. Lee since we're already so heavy on. Since we're so heavy, let me see if I can do this real quick. Let me see if this will work.
Horseman, I didn't hear that.
Whoa. I don't even have a setup for this? That's crazy. Do this, right? But my camera's not here. I'll just go back to this. So I would get rid of D. Lee, and I would bring back Frank Kaminsky. He already knows Bud's system. He was here for a little while, right? Or am I wrong? Am I mixing my years? I would bring back Frankie Kaminsky over D. Lee. Is that crazy? Am I like being silly? Envision not just for the memes, not just because we love Frankie the Tanky, but because he can shoot the three. And we need somebody that can shoot the three that's a big, that can also stand up and have a standing reach that, hides the rim away from the attacker. Matt says Frank is basically Nurkic unwashed. Well, I would trust him over Nurk. I would take him over Nurk. Azul says if only we got Dario as a power forward / center that can pass in space. Yeah, Dario would work pretty good in this offense, not going to lie. Darius Baisley says Vision. Good one. Remember how much me and Sundo loved Baisley? Baisley. Code says Jalen Hood Shafino got waived. I would love to take a chance on him. Me too, bro. How big is he, though? Chimezi Metu, says Matt. Thank you. I would take Chimezi Metu over D. Lee. Okay, the list goes on. Big Body Roddy just got waived. Are you serious? Are you serial? Dude, we need to get Big Body Roddy back. Roddy. That's a wing. That's a big wing who learned how to shoot. Oh, man. If that is true, I want Roddy back. I'm going to look into who's available, you guys. Leave comments, if you can, of players that you guys want us to get in the buyout market. And I'm going to look into the fact that apparently we're confirming we're just not going to grab anyone. If that's true, fook. But hopefully it's not true. No Jordan Goodwin, though. That's where I draw the line. Bro was just not it. He was better in Washington, man. And then he just got washed when he came to us. Who got picked up by the Lakers, Azul? Tucker? You guys think everybody has Tucker. Goodwin. Fine by me. All right, folks, it's been real. And look, we get to do this again tomorrow. I'm excited. All right, I got to go to work again, but I'm getting out early in time so I can be here to start the stream up on time. All right. And we're going to have Sundo here tomorrow night if the flu hasn't killed him. Everybody, send Sundo your love and prayers as he's got the flu. Suns win! Suns win! It was an easy win. There was no shot we was fitting to lose. And I knew that Grayson shot was, I knew that we was going to be in a position to win. I didn't think for a second we was fitting to lose. And Plumlee's not that bad, right, bud? Of course, just watching, man. Thanks. Later, Joey. For real, Jeff, if you got to, bring back the run and gun. Bring back D'Antoni. # where's D'Antoni? We'll see you guys tonight, technically. Tonight versus the Nuggets. Second night of a back-to-back. Let's just not talk about that right now.